Alright. Just getting my phone set up so I can actually read chat and see my stream. So that way I'll be able to pick up any technical difficulties when it comes to the chat's perspective. Right. Alright. All set. And now to boot up the game. Well, once I adjust the settings first, actually, there we go. Right. Right. Last episode we pretty much humiliated a guy called the Talon. People were kind of hyping him up to be like one of the big bad, well, brawlers around, until he pretty much got gunned down before he even had a chance to even throw a single punch at any one of us. So yeah, he was pretty underwhelming, I'd have to say. Didn't exactly live up to his title. Guess you could say the talent wasn't as sharp as I thought. Anyway, what are my objectives? Here, Kinley Chung's objectives. Yes, and also the prices shot way up for the new powerful weapons and some cyberware and what? Who's this? Who's the other guy here? Oh, I'm pulling. Who are these guys? Where's Maximum Law? A human figure stands in Law's technology palace, face obscured by a smooth mirrored mask. Probably a male, but it's not certain. The figure wears a Lampoan badge on its cheap raincoat. I am a temporary merchant representative until a permanent replacement is assigned. Its voice is completely monotone. How may I assist you? What happened to Maximum Law? I do not know of a Maximum Law. My job is not to know anything. How may I assist you? Who are you? I am an indentured servant to Wampoa. I incurred debts and am discharging them. I incurred my debts installing cyberware. My debts are being paid by my cyberware. My personality is suppressed by a no-soft, so that I may serve Wampoa according to a precise algorithm. How may I assist you? I'm guessing you got the same old stuff that I don't even use. Yeah, I figured as much. Time to leave. Right, so I guess actually I should talk with my companions first. As my companions, actually I might as well just go to speak with Kinley Chung first, because my companions might actually be at the Mahjong Parlor already and not on the ship. So then, any more news of this plastic-faced man and Josephine Song? Kinley Chung is in the midst of emptying 2 plastic shopping bags when you enter. She places the contents in a pile of her mahjong table. 2 liquor bottles without labels, a box of her thin black cigars, an assortment of individually wrapped gourmet chocolates, and a large caliber pistol with electrical tape wired around its grip. Ah, good, you're here. She finishes with the plastic bags and throws them to the floor. It seems like forever since we last saw each other. Welcome back. Was your trip worthwhile? Her voice is filled with rusty energy. Yes, my darling, yes. I met with several contacts within my network who referred me to others in neighboring cities. Regardless of how far technology moves forward, tradition demands that some things be handled face to face. I have returned with information that will lead you to the plastic-faced man, the man who killed Raymond Black. Okay, we're all just gonna straight up tell her the truth about Raymond Black's identity? Oh well, guess so. Excellent. While you were gone, we uncovered a relationship between Josephine Sung and Raymond Black. The triad woman's eyes narrowed. Did you? And what was it that you uncovered? The man who raised us isn't Raymond Black. He's Edward Sung, the son of Josephine Sung. You were raised by Josephine's son. Her brow furrows and explains where Edward went when he disappeared years ago, Seattle. What happened? I don't know. Just that he went missing after Josephine completed the rebuilding of the walled city. That was in the early 30s. Her face twists into a mask of disgust. You realize what this means, don't you, my sweet? That inbred little goat whore was cold enough to have her own son executed. You say you had news of your own. I told you mine, now tell me yours. And your news was fascinating, my sweet. Disgusting and riveting, but my news would give you what you need to move forward. She grabs a bottle and opens it. I know the identity of the plastic-faced man. His name is Li Tai Long. And he is an independent contractor, a trusted, deniable asset who handles all of Josephine Sang's more delicate operations. Off the books and away from the public eye, the plastic-faced man is her shadowy right hand outside of the corporation. Chung doesn't bother with glass. She takes a long pull of the stinking bottle and wipes her mouth with the back of her hand. And I know how to find him too. I made contact with an information broker, Xiao Zhi, who works out of an abandoned night market in Shakimei called the Xing House Court. The Xing House Court. It's not hard to find. She takes another pull on the bottle. Xiao Zhi has gained access to the plastic-faced man's complete itinerary, where he'll be, who he'll be with, what sort of security he'll have, the works. She grins glassy-eyed. You can use it to perform an extraction, grab him and find out what he knows. Did you find out why his face is made out of plastic? It's not just his face. Li Tai Long's entire skull is synthetic. He designed himself to be the perfect corporate operative. He installed a unique piece of hardware. You see, it allocates and compartmentalizes client-related memories so that they can be erased upon completion of a job. And as added security measure, his cortical implant will wipe his memory if it detects that he's been captured. So we really need a way to circumvent that implant. Exactly. Until you can find a way around the cortical implant, you'll have no way to extract the information he has to figure out. He has and figure out what happened to Raymond Black. She circles the mouth of the bottle with her finger. Now I've done my part in this, my darling. You need a way to find it. You need to find a way to neutralize that device. Isabel interjects, her voice breaking slightly as she speaks. I know a way. I've heard something like this before. I met someone in the Matrix who had to shirk a similar memory wipe implant once. It was a requirement for a big job, and she pulled it off. Keep talking. Her handle is Dreamland, and I know where to find her. All that we have to do notification. All we have to do is to convince her to give up the secret of how she did it. Okay, Isabel. Okay, Isabel and I will go see Dreamland before we hit the information broker. Then we grab the plastic-faced man. No matter who you choose to help you snatch this guy, I'm gonna be there when you extract the information from him about Raymond. He crosses his arms across his chest and tilts his head towards you. You got it, Kronos? Well, yeah, I intend to bring you anyway. This is a personal matter, and obviously you're part of it. We all should be there. Gomez's eyebrows arch high. I know that I want to see this. Very good, my darlings. Now listen to me. After you get what you need from the plastic-faced man, I want you to end him. You understand? The Triad boss taps the table with her finger. I need to send a very clear message that this is what happens when you mess with Kinley Chung's operations, with Kinley Chung's people. Josephine takes Nightjar, I take her plastic-faced man. Once you snatch the plastic-faced man, Xiang will know something is happening, and the events will unfold quickly after that. You best close out any pressing business you have before heading to EP7 to see Xiao Shi. Do you understand? I'll check my mission computer to see if I have any jobs I want to knock out before I hit the MTR station for EP7. Business is business, my darling. Kinley Chung raps on the mahjong table with an imitation ivory tile, and business has been good since you arrived. Well, that's it. But of course, we're not gonna do that yet. We're not gonna do main story stuff until we get new upgrades, because I desperately need that. Because, well, given the new gears out, I need a better melee weapon, a better firearm, better armor, and more cyberware implants that would help me out with the fight. Yeah. I don't exactly feel ready for this, even though we did just absolutely destroy that entire army, that entire armed forces of Triad people. But I mean, after the fight with the Knight Errant units in the Ares Corporation, I still don't exactly feel ready. Cause yeah, those guys were really hard to hit. So yeah, I don't feel ready just yet. Pending jobs. Oh, what are my active jobs? Wait, turning up. Pending jobs. Geomantic sabotage. From the Enterprise Zone, functionally. I think this is a sabotage. Yeah, it's to sabotage some building. Oh, take the run. Alright, let's have a chat with everybody so far. Rector. Again, the shop is quiet. No hammering in metal, no whine of heavy machinery, nothing but the sound of your own footsteps and the low electrical hum of Rector's work terminal. The monitor above the work desk is alive with vibrant imagery, graphs, technical readouts, and reference images fill the screen. He looks up at you, his face bathed in the bright blue of the display. Ah, hello, my friend. Back for more answers. I take the time to talk if you can. I don't. Was he in the last one? No, Duncan was in the last run. Yeah, he wasn't there, yeah. It was Duncan who was in the last run. I want to continue our discussion from the last time. There are some loose ends that we need to tie up. Yes, my friend, I suppose there are. Go on, ask your question. Go on then, ask your questions. And let us see where your inquiries take us. Last time we spoke, you told me that essence loss didn't hurt you. I want to know why. Yes, I did tell you that, and I do owe you an explanation. He turns his head slightly, peers at you through the corner of his eye. Tell me, my friend, what do you know about essence loss and effect on metahuman psyche? Losing essence is a part, Essence loss removes your ability to feel anything. It can drive you psychotic if you go too far. He nods. Yes, that's right. And this detachment can be deeply traumatic for the sufferer. The literature is full of such cases. He levels his gaze, focuses it in on your face. There's a smile on his face, but his eyes are devoid of warmth. Now, what would you say if I told you that after my accident and subsequent cyber surgery, I felt no different at all? That even in the beginning, I was completely unchanged. Well, I'd ask if you knew why. I do, in fact. Would you like to know? That's why I asked. I was born in with what society deemed a psychological defect. Out of fear of social repercussions, I spent most of my life hiding it. I still hide it even now. The lessons of my childhood were not wasted on me, and I know the value of reputation. But since the accident, I have come to recognize this quirk for what it really is, a selective advantage. And what is this defect you're talking about? Does it have a name? Absolutely. I was diagnosed as a primary psychopath at the age of 8. Koshi scuttles forth, brushing up against Rector's leg, metal on metal, separated by a thin layer of cloth. The drone's many eyes focus on you, irising wide open and bathing you in a dull red glare. Well, diagnosis is probably not the correct word there. There is no formal diagnosis of psychopath in the DSM, but all of the markers were there. I displayed a complete lack of empathy on Davis's interpersonal reactivity index, and I scored a perfect 40 on the PCLR. A blood test showed that I had inherited a damaged gene that's been linked with aggressive behavior, and the activity level in my ventromedial prefrontal cortex is vanishingly low. Like autism, psychopathy is a spectrum, not a singular disorder. He nods his head, smiling, but I am definitely on that spectrum. So you say that your psychopathy is a spectrum. So where are you exactly on that spectrum, Rector? Before I turned to the shadows, I considered myself a pro-social psychopath. That is to say, I had markers for psychopathy, and I expressed some of the expected behaviors, but I never killed anyone, at least, not until it became a job requirement. Now, I'm not so sure I will admit that there is a certain thrill to our profession. It's quite liberating being paid to hunt and kill other men, but I only indulge these appetites when I'm on the job, and I never bring my work home with me. I'm sure that this all comes as a great shock to you, but I tell you that my condition is actually an advantage. one that protected me from the mental trauma of my accident and subsequent reconstruction. The psychological blow of essence loss can be devastating. This mental trauma is ultimately responsible for much of the damage and self-destructive behavior suffered by those who ride the razor's edge. Of course, there is a physical limit to how far the metahuman body can be pushed, but a normal person will reach his mental breaking point far in advance of this. The loss of self, the loss of capacity, is too painful to bear, but you didn't hit that breaking point. No, I do not indeed. I am quite certain that my breaking point does not exist. What does it matter to me if my capacity for empathy and conscience is stripped away? I never possessed either of those qualities in the first place. Okay, so you say that your mental conditions protected you from the trauma of essence loss? You managed to ascertain any proof from that? I have myself, my own experience. Nearly all my essence was stripped away in a single stroke, and I didn't even notice. What more do you need? Nothing, I guess. If that was your experience, then I suppose I'll take your word. You will be wise too. I speak the truth. My hypothesis makes good sense, my friend. I have never possessed a sense of humanity that others hold so dear. If having it stripped away is traumatic, then it stands to reason that I'll be protected from the trauma. Yes, but this whole theory of yours is based on anecdotal evidence. You have a sample size of 1 reactor. Yes, that is true. Still, I am uncertain that time will prove me right. More certain of it than I have been of anything. Call it a matter of faith. I suppose I dislike the term, but it applies. If that's how you want to play this, then fine, but don't expect me to buy into your belief system if it isn't based on facts. A fair point, and a fair criticism in time. I will endeavor to show you the proof of my beliefs. Until then, think of me as you would any other member of your team. Go bet has on that. I am this, it is mine, and you cannot take it from me. Yeah, this is a lot to process, Rector. Yes, I'm certain it is. For what it's worth, I think that you're handling the information rather well. In the past, there were others who were more rigid in their thinking. When I revealed myself to them, they reacted badly. I'm quite pleased that you haven't done the same. Well, you say you were born the way you are. If that's true, then it isn't your fault, and I can't exactly hold you accountable for it. Do not speak of fault or accountability. Doing so implies that there is something wrong with what I am. I am exactly what I was meant to be. The sooner that you accept that, the sooner your eyes will open to the glorious future that looms on the horizon. And now, if you don't mind, I would like you to leave. He turns back to his work desk. There is work to be done. Of course, Reactor. Do your thing as always. We'll catch up after another run. He doesn't turn. Be well. Alright. Learned more about his beliefs, his values, how he came to be, how he is the person he is today. Hey, Duncan. The clanking of metal, followed by the grunts from hard exercise, erupts from the hallway of Wolf's cabin. The first thing you notice when you enter is renewed cleanliness. The food cans are gone and his equipment is neatly stacked, laid out on his bedding. Everything is in its place. The next you notice is the smell. It's like a middle school locker room in July. Wu finishes jumping jacks and grabs a towel off his bunk. His exposed flesh gleams with perspiration. Hey, how's it going? Better. He scrubs his sweaty head with the towel. I let myself wallow for a while, but now it's time to turn things around. We have work to do. What's your deal? What do you think about our last run? Actually, it wasn't bad. Reminded me a little of what we were doing undercover for the Star. We gotta go to a fancy restaurant, do some lightweight blend in, and then take a bad son of a bitch into custody and motor off in a speedboat. He smiles wistfully. Made me feel like a Detective Dirk Chapel from Bounty Hawks, if you ever watched that old show on the Trid. Didn't that get cancelled about a season in? I know I didn't give it a chance, kept airing episodes out of order and moving the time slot around. Usually said around sadly. Should have had a longer run. Anyway, in all seriousness, it went about as well as I can imagine anyone going. We got talent out of the way, and that's good. Don't need a bad son of a bitch like that coming back after us later. I know, Kronos. Doesn't always feel right taking people out like that, but it definitely feels like a smart thing to do. Well, yeah, I mean, would you prefer getting beaten to death by that guy? That's almost bad as getting beat to death by Strangler Bow. But yeah, we still overwhelmed that guy though. He really failed to live up to his name when he came against us. He got gunned on the way around the table. He should have been positioned at the front of the entrance. Oh well. Still thinking about it with a song, by the way. He rubs the towel under his arms. I almost gave him the Raptor voice. Compartmentalized him. Edward's song is a topic in the file cabinet in my head. I'm only thinking about Raymond now. Funny about what happened to him. What really happened to him. Still think he's alive? More than ever. Raymond's alive, I'm sure of it. We're getting close to the plastic-faced man, Duncan. I know. I haven't stopped thinking about him since we first saw him in that video. The one where he attacked Raymond in the tea house. He wipes down one side of his neck with a towel, folds it, wipes it down on the other side. Listen, Kronos, I'm not gonna press you to take me with you when you're out to snatch him. You take the right people for the job, and then you get the job done, okay? But I want to be there when you interrogate him. I want to hear what he has to say with my own ears. Are you gonna have the problem with that? No. Of course not. Good. Brothers, I'd have to mess it up. He flashes his pearly whites. Like I said, you can take me with you on the run or not. It's your call, but I intend to be there for the fun part. Easy, Duncan. This is about Raymond, not hurting people for kicks. Knock it off. Easy, Duncan. Knock it off the easy Duncan crap, Kronos. I'm not doing anything for kicks. He drops his towel on his bunk. This is the guy who knows what the hell's going on. The one who may have killed Raymond, and I'm not gonna squeeze him until I find out what he knows. We'll do what we gotta do to get the answers we need. Damn right. You told me you were resentful when I took off, but maybe it was about how Raymond handled the thing with Double Trey. Now it was about you, disappearing for 8 years without a word. But we're past that now. Wu pulls his right elbow across his chest with his hand. Gets a good stretch. But that was a messed up night. A lot of things happened, and I wouldn't be surprised if some, I don't know, emotions got jumbled up together. Feelings about the way I handled things? That was part of it, sure. I still carry that around. But it was mostly about Raymond. We butted heads before. I've broken plenty of his rules in the past, but I never seen him so disappointed. I'm still not sure why. Never figured it out. You can drop this if you want. Wu looks relieved. Seems that he's had enough self-reflection for a lifetime. You sure? No sweat. We can talk about it when we're back in Seattle. Okay, if you say so. I want to get back to it. Okay. Okay, if you say so. Okay, that's just bugged. Anytime. See ya. Hello, Isabel. Isabel glances up at you. Her expression is grim. Steel Samurai. Come to a decision. I want these memories out of my head. They're an unpleasant distraction, and I was happier without them. When this is all over, I'm deleting them. To hell with locking them away with them again. I'm gonna purge my childhood altogether, shred the memories, and move on. As an added bonus, it'll clear up a lot of headwear memory. Thinking I could store some SimSense recordings up there. Maybe make it so that when I remember my past, I get the summers on the beach instead of sorrow and pain. So you want to replace the truth with fantasy? Hell yes. You're damn right I do. The avatar puts her hands on her hips, a defiant gesture. If you were in my shoes, you'd do the same. I don't think so. I saw some pretty terrible shit in the Barrens. I did things that I regret, but living through it made me stronger. Good for you. I don't want to be strong. None of this is the price. I'm the one who has to live with this thing. Don't waste your breath telling me not to get rid of it. She squeezes her eyes shut, rubs the bridge of her nose between thumb and forefinger. Anyway, I guess here was more questions, right? Let's get them answered then. Any thoughts about the last run? Pretty simple, all things considered. Get in, nab the guy, get out. And say I've taken many jobs that straightforward. This is some kind of refreshing to have the upper hand over a triad red pole. Even if he's from a small-time outfit like the 289s. It was fun, I'll admit it. I'm also glad I've been able to put down the talent. I knew a lot of people like that. Back in the World City, the kind of psychotic bullies that would torture protection racket victims even if they were going to pay. Just to prove who was in charge. Oh, the kind of people the world have hurt. Anything else you want to know? Wall City? Is there anything else you can tell me about the Yama Kings? Yeah, I got another one for you if you want it. Can't say whether this is based on any kind of truth or not. That's for you to just decide. But it's always popular when I was growing up. Especially with other kids my age. You'll see what we liked in the end. Alright, lay it on me. Okay, this one is about a boy named Gordon Yam. It's how he saved his mother from a fate worse than death. As the story goes, Gordon was the cleverest boy in the walled city. He could steal whatever he liked without getting caught. He could sneak into any room unseen and could talk his way past any grown-up that might try to stop him. You had the picture. A real hero figure for the 9-year-old set. So one day, Gordon's mother fell ill. It was a bloody flux brought on by a curse, and it was going to kill her. She told Gordon that he should accept her death. The curse had come from a Yama King, and there was no medic that could prevent it from claiming her. She begged him to run, to escape the walled city, and use his cleverness to make a life for himself somewhere far away. Gordon loved his mother, and refused to obey her request. Instead, he searched high and low for a way to save her life. For a long time, nothing came to him, but finally, he happened upon an old man who told him about a powerful Yama King that could cure any ill for a price. Which Yama King? One of the ones that you told me about, or a different one? Different. He doesn't have a name. Or he did, but because of what happened, speaking it is taboo. The story is a little fuzzy on details, but we always just call him the Nameless King. So Gordon went out in a search of the Nameless King. He made his way through the Triad territory, past the Thrilled Gangers and the Organ Lakers. You know the drill. Eventually, he made it to the inner walled city, where he found the Nameless King's court. The human servants of the Nameless King took Gordon to stand before the creature they worshipped, and Gordon proposed his deal. Nameless King, he said, I need your help. My mother's dying of an ill that only you can cure. That may be so, said the Nameless King. But what is it to me? What will you offer me if I spare her? If you will restore her to health, if you will restore her to health, I will join your court in repayment. I, the cleverest boy in the world city, I will serve you loyally and well. The Nameless King was excited then, for he knew of Gordon's cleverness, and coveted the little boy's soul. Gordon pulled a braid of his mother's hair from his pocket and held it out before the Nameless King. A lock of my mother's hair, O King, he said, curer of this flux, and I am yours to command as you please. The Nameless King worked his magic, and Gordon's mother was cured. So what happened then? Did Gordon join the Nameless King's court? No. When the Nameless King turned on Gordon, he laughed in the monster's face. I have tricked you, Nameless King, for my mother was the property of another of your kind. In Kuya, you have robbed Yama King of his dinner. The Nameless King raged and turned on Gordon, his razor-blade fingers flexing wide. But before he could bring his arm down in a killing stroke, it was caught in the grasp of 1,000 hooks, claws, and fangs. The Yama Kings, all of them. You have stolen from one of your kind, brother. The Yama Kings, said the Yama Kings, her life was not yours to save. Gordon slipped away as the Yama King descended on her brother. He did not watch as they tore the Nameless King apart and bathed in his steaming viscera. He made his way back home to his mother, who was cured. And that was the one time that a living boy outwitted a Yama King. She stretches, cracking her back, clears her throat awkwardly. And that's the story. Like I said, you can see why we liked it. Basically a fairy tale, and a little boy wins in the end. The only story about the Yama Kings that contains even a shred of hope. What do you think it means? I don't know, probably doesn't mean anything. Just a story is all. You're the one who asked. Anyway, is there anything else you want to know? That's all for now. Shall we talk about something else? Please. I don't think. Nope. Okay. Well, that's it. Gotta go. Drop by any time. Go bed. As you enter Gobet's cabin, you see two things grab your attention. First is Gobet herself. She looks exhausted, bleary-eyed. The easy smile that you've come to associate with her is nowhere to be seen. The second is what she's doing. Gobet appears to be in the middle of a valiant attempt to stuff the whole roasted duck into a saucepan half its size. The bird's rubbery neck flops from the side with every heave of her shoulder. She looks up from the saucepan, blinking. A corner of her mouth twitches upward, but the half-smile falls away almost immediately. Oh, hey, Seattle, caught me in the middle of a bad time. I was just making dinner. Yeah, it looks that way. Wouldn't that work better if you just cut it into smaller pieces first? Huh? She blinks down at the duck, and her mouth dips into a frown. Yeah, that'd probably be smarter, wouldn't it? I'm, not really thinking clearly today. Uh-oh. You feeling okay? You don't look well. She rubs the bridge of her nose with a pair of greasy fingers, leaving smudges of duck fat behind. It's weird, ever since our last lesson, I felt, I don't know, preoccupied with the sinking ship. I don't really do the whole haunted by demons of my past thing, but that's for some people. I'm allergic to drama. Generally, when thoughts of my past get me down, I remind myself that it doesn't matter, laugh it off, and go have a snack. But this, I don't know, it's weird. Ever since our last lesson, I've been able to get the sinking ship out of my mind. She looks down at the pot full of mangled duck on the counter, closes her eyes. Guess I'm just worried about Cat and Mal, which is weird, because why would I be? I mean, I haven't even spoken to them in years. Hell, if anything, they should be worried about me. I'm the one who gets a shot for a living. Maybe we should go check it out. The sinking ship isn't far, is it? No, I don't want to do that. At least, not without a good reason. It'd be awkward, and I'm sure that is nothing anyway. Actually, check that. I know what this is. It's my own personal version of the same thing that we're all feeling. The psychic sewage that's being dredged up all of us by whatever is happening in the walled city. I'm sure that you've had some flashes of memories from the barracks in your bad dreams, right? Images from your past come back to haunt you, but you aren't going to drop everything and go running back there, because that would be dumb. So tell me, why should I? Because the sinking ship is like 15 minutes from here. It couldn't hurt to check. Look, I don't want to go back to there if I don't have to. If thinking about the place is enough to mess with me like this, I don't want to know what being there will do. But I'll tell you what, I'll drop Malvina line just to check in, make sure that this is a me problem and not a them problem. And if there is something going on, I promise you'll be the first to know. Alright, go ahead if that's the way you want to play it. It is now. Is there something else you wanted? Any thoughts about the last run? I had a chance to go to Shangri-La before. Too ritzy for a little street rat like me. And you know what? I'm kind of okay with that. All those stuffed shirts and fancy food are nice, but give me a cheap corner store any day. I did pocket some of that silverware though, and a teapot. The talent was a real piece of work. Glad to see that guy put in the ground. He made my skin crawl like he was the kind of guy who tortured animals for fun. Even the 289 seemed a little scared of him. I doubt anybody's gonna shed tears for him too long. Are you kidding me? We destroyed that guy. He didn't even have the chance to run around the table to get to us. He literally got gunned down as soon as he stepped around that table. Like, he did not lay a single finger on one of us. In any case, it's the most damage we were dealt was from the lesser guys, the grunts that are around him. So yeah, really, he wasn't that much of a challenge. Yeah, he really wasn't that much of a challenge. He really did not live up to his name at all. So, what else did you want to chat about? Nothing else. Thank you, though. Yeah, sure, in Seattle, everything will be fine, you'll see. If there is anything fishy happening on the sinking ship, you and Eve will be the first to know. I promise. Oh, very well. Right. Let's get to that mission where we sabotage people. Well, we sabotage this one company. Here we go again, on another run. I still got that payday that my ship manifest. I really don't know where to sell it. I'm having a really hard time trying to figure out where to even sell it. Maybe I could sell it to Club 88? I'm not really too sure. Because I can't exactly sell it to these guys, because I never really got the option to do it. What's this? A cred stick? It's just a random cred stick here. Huh. Okay then. Maybe I could give it to someone in Club 88? I don't know. The young troll bouncer manning the door is in the midst of patting down a prospective patron with enough force to dislocate a shoulder or a hip, while the other shady-looking patrons idly walk past him into the club. He waves the shaken man inside, propelling him forward with a final pat on the back. People don't realize that you gotta check for internal weapons as well as external ones. And how do you know how to do that? I got it down to a science. You just need the right technique. Matter of fact, I caught a guy just last week with a phosphorus grenade in his leg compartment. And what did you do? Disarmed it, of course. Got it back behind the bar now. Gonna blow it off in the river and impress some girls. You looking for a pat down myself? I'll be good, I promise. You break that promise and I break you. Now what do you want? There you be. Yes. I really don't know where to sell this information. It says I could sell it, but then I don't know where. If I sell it to you? Hey, you interested in data? Okay then, guess not. I don't know what to do with this data. I really have no idea what to do with it, so, Actually, I could I could sell it to the cyberware guy. We'll see. No, I guess not. Well, to the MTR station and get this run done. I need to get stronger. Go meet with Dreamland now. Go to the Wuxing Sky Tower to commit geomantic sabotage. Haha. Let's see. Yeah, I'm obviously gonna need to go bed. We need a good healer. I'll take Raptor with me this time. And I'll be taking Duncan on that main plot run. Yep, let's get going. Bad Chi. The subway flies over the tracks towards Aberdeen, monsoon. Humidity clings on to your skin as if it followed you from Huey, or perhaps it's simply sunk this far into the earth. Penetrating stone and machine, rousing the acrid smells of Hong Kong's underground in its wake. You've been handed a promising job, geomantic sabotage with a single objective: disrupt the flow of Wuxing Qi to destabilize the corporation. Your client is especially keen on the idea of Wuxing's famed geomancy being used against it. The ultimate humiliation. Well, if the corporation's spaces are free game, the main target is Wuxing's treasured lotus statue, which resides within a temple of the topmost floor of the monolithic building. Your client's instructions are clear: the more damage you do, the worse chi and the better pay. Right. If I do recall, I think their weapons get better. Yeah, their weapons they get better weapons as they level up. Yeah, because I think that was 12 damage before, now it's raised to 14. So yeah, I don't actually have to worry about buying them gear. I just have to focus on getting myself gear. Anyway, let's go. The subterranean accessway opens to one of the Wuxing Tower's few employee-only entrances. As the only underground access point to Wuxing's restricted levels, security is tight. It's unheard for the unauthorized personnel to reach the upper levels. Naturally, that's where you're headed. Gilbert presses a slip of laminated plastic into your hand. A grainy black and white reproduction of your own face stares back at you. The rest of the card is filled with a barcode. She whispers in your ear. Kinley wanted you to have this. Spoofed credentials fresh off the Maximum Miles car printer. You should get you past the front door. Won't count on them getting much further, though. Got it. Guess the client said something about other ways to bypass the check-in system inside the building, but he didn't go into the specifics. She shrugs. Kinley had some choice words about that, but whatever, we'll find a way past security. Almost on cue, a sturdy Wuxing officer peers up at you from behind the desk console. Evening, sir. Swipe yourself in. He gestures in the ID scanner in front of him. Swipe your spoof credentials. He looks at the console. At his console, then back at you, his eyebrows raised as he observes your company. You realize that your credentials only allow you to access through floor 10, right? It's very important that my companions come with me. The officer straightens up. Caution is overtaking his features. And why is that? This is my team. You can't. They just joined my crew. I'm escorting them to a new hires meeting. If you received authorization for your crew prior today, then you can pick up their credentials at the check-in terminal. As they're cleared, you're good to go. You are cleared, right? Definitely. Yes. Good. Where's on your way? Be on your way then. Alright. Right. Where do I? I'll go this way. Hello? The guard watches you with suspicion as you approach. You seem confused, sir. Is there something I can help you with? Yeah, I need to get into the maintenance room. Are you with maintenance? Yes. Show me ID, please. Give spoof ID. She examines the card. That doesn't give you access to our maintenance facilities. If you're with another moving maintenance crew, your ID won't work here. Only a jurisdiction can let you through. Very well. Moving employee check-in. Welcome, Moving employee check-in. Welcome to the Moving employee check-in station. Check-in? Okay. Expired or incorrect. Further attempts to access information or other security. I do not want to go into the Matrix because I suck at that game. Oh my god, this is why I didn't pick a Decker class. Employee. Hello. A couple of wage slaves amble about their business inside the corporate locker room. The closest man to you flicks a jacket into a locker, then runs towards the showers. He stops short when you catch sight of you, and his weird eyes widen in surprise. Ah, good evening. He glances behind him and, assured by something, turns back towards you with a smile. Charles, haven't seen your face before. Are you new here? Yeah, new to this building. Child size. I know how that goes. Pretty new here myself. Still learning the ropes. Any tips for a fellow neophyte? Yeah, the upper floors are off limits. Highly restricted. He glances around, lowers his voice. Not sure what is happening up there, but only company execs, securities, and maintenance have access. Are they allowed? Do they have special? Actually, how often do the upper floors call maintenance? Seems like every hour. You sometimes hear the workers tromping through the hall. I'm surprised they haven't built an express elevator for the department yet, since they call on 24/7. Gotcha. Thanks for the help. Anytime. Good luck, friend. The thing is, I can totally yank out all the wires to the machine, but I don't know if they're gonna notice. That's the thing. And I'm bad at Matrix check-ins, so... And the security checkpoint, well... I mean... That's their checkpoint. If I do something like right in front of them, they're probably gonna start shooting. Well, anyway, I think either way we're gonna have to go in guns blazing. Because I suck at many things. I'm just gonna... Fuck it. I'm just gonna kick it open. I don't care. A swift kick knocks over the cover loose, unless you... I like how they... Wait, did nobody notice that? No, did nobody else other than my teammates me kicking in the panels open? I felt like they should have noticed that. But anyway, a swift kick knocks over a cover loose and allows your fingers to slip into the exposed panels. A few tugs and rips, and there are a decent amount of sparks coming off the terminal. Things appear to be operational, but the damage is certainly conspicuous. Verify credentials. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. What? Okay, well, that didn't work. I don't know what the bloody point was that. What point that had. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna have to find another way through. A stern-looking officer, flanked by two burly guards, greet you. His listless words roll into each other. Good evening. We apologize for the inconvenience, but we must check at the scene terminal before you can use the elevators. Ah, boy. Do I really have to jack in through the Matrix? Because I am really bad at that minigame. I'm really bad at that minigame. I suck at doing this. Because I mean, what was the point of that? I just broke the panel. What was the point of that? Check in? Well, I mean, I broke it. I don't know what that's gonna do. I don't want to risk it. Because again, I don't know the map that well. Oh boy. Yeah. Just a moment, sir. The scanner says your credentials didn't take. Let me see your ID. Well, I mean, I really suck at the Matrix thing, so I guess either way we're gonna get caught, so... Yeah, the attendant snims your con, then go wide. Then go wide. Trespassers, alert the guards to tame him. His ID's a fake. Well, yeah, I figured this would happen. Things don't always go our way. Well, here we go blasting. Oh boy, here I go killing again. Alright, Just gonna, okay, first off, get behind, oh man, we're getting flanked from multiple sides here. Okay, Kronos, first off, attack this guy. You missed. There we go. Oh my god, how are you missing these shots? Okay, Isobel, move here. Okay, he's dead. Okay. Isabel, move here. And improve Kronos' aim. Raptor, you also need to get in cover. All the way here. And you, control mode. Okay, get in there and melee these guys to death. What's this one? Chance is greatly boosted. Okay, stab that guy. Or shred that guy. Oh, okay, he missed. Okay, get in cover. Ow. Yeah, your line of sight's blocked. Get out of here. Well, we're pretty much showing him guns blazing anyway. Hi there. Alright, vet. Arrow R to heal. Alright! Oh yeah, we have 3 action points this time because we leveled up. Right. Because we got to a certain point where we got stronger. Ah, more action point. More action point economy for us. Alright. Well, we all know the strategy. Okay, Raptor, shoot back at, actually, overclock. And start shooting that guy. Okay, O'Shea. Shred this guy. Oh my god, what is your aim? There we go. There we go. Switch to your gun. Isabel, shoot. How do you have a 60% chance of hitting him? He's right in front of you. Okay then. Just gonna hide back here, because for some reason there's a lot of dwarf races around here who like to target the dwarves first. But anyway. Right. Kronos, get over here. Stab that guy. Actually, you probably wouldn't die so easily. So, bonk. No, why did you move there? Oh, you idiot. Oh, no. Oh my god. You were supposed to switch moves, not move there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. How do you have that much range with a shotgun? Anyway. Kill that guy. Yeah. Stab him. Yeah. Oh my goodness, how much health does he have? Oh my goodness. How did you miss? He's right in front of you. This guy's eating so many bullets. How is he doing that? Oh my goodness. And fire another one. Nice. Crochet, move here. Flank these guys. Oh, this guy's a high chance of getting hit. And hit him again. He's dead. Missed. Oh, that guy's wearing more body armor. Alright. Switch to your repair systems. Increase the quickness for 1 round. Fire! Oh, you missed again. There we go. Hit. Alright, go in and cut this guy. Yep. Kia! Again! And you missed. Do it again! There we go. Just increase the aim of that guy, yes. And just move up a little bit. And shoot that guy. Okay, yeah, dead. Increased aim. Alright, stab him. Okay, they're dead. Okay. We're getting in. Swipe the heightened ID card. Multiple personnel pass accepted. Access granted. Greetings. Welcome, Mr. C. Pong. Have a nice day. Evening. The terminal emits a chirp of recognition. Nice. Let me see, I can't enter through here. Yeah, cannot. Check in. Check in. Okay. I wonder if they actually heard anything. Did they? Wow, did none of them ever? None of them even heard the. Okay then. Well, let's cause some sabotage, shall we? Well, we kinda went in guns blazing, but I mean, that's how we usually do it anyway. Because my character is an orc. He's an orc warrior, not a decker, so yeah. This pristine, hyper-sterilized office glistens as every surface has been polished. Your client has requested this area be manipulated as subtly as possible, so as to not draw attention away from the temple. The true defacement will happen there, distracting Wu Xing's security. Hopefully they won't discover the disrupted flow of chi on this floor for weeks. So, okay. Well, here we go. Is it supposed to be this dark? Just another elevator. Chi point found. Let's disrupt this sucker. Alright, I don't know what we did to that fountain, but we disrupted something. Chi point found. Light and balances Chi to maintain good Chi. Well, good thing we have Go Bed to help us locate these points. Is there anything back here? Nothing? Nothing, okay. Yeah, missing Go Bed's the one searching for these chi points that we are manipulating. Inspect. Prototype weapon since locked in the stand. It's unlocking its locking mechanisms are seemingly tied to the okay. Well, we know there's something in there. Wu Xing's research terminal, main menu. Welcome user. Please select from one of the following options. Several file folders appear in the second window below the first. Only a couple look useful. Read out the weapon manuals and specifications. I do not have. Oh. You click on the folder and large repository files containing Wu Xing research projects. Research projects pop up. One section is labeled with a symbol similar to the markings on the weapon just a few feet from you. A quick scan of the data reveals information on the weapon and lab setup. Well, I don't have pistol knowledge or high intelligence, so that does not do anything for me. Anyway, what's the floor plan documents? Amidst the documents, a few nuggets of information stand out. A section dedicated to Wu Xing's building chi details the geomancy plans and the renovations they made to increase chi flow. It appears that Wu Xing's already made hundreds of minuscule and handful not so minuscule adjustments to its floor plans and building infrastructure. A recently updated file marks its project to add new water lines for the temple's fountain as complete. The document ends up with a large list of future modifications that the company has queued for completion, all ways to improve its positive energy output. Wu Xing Research Terminal. Okay. Log out. Well, can't get the weapon. I'm guessing it's some sort of special pistol, but I don't use pistols. Isabel uses it, but I'm pretty sure her weapon gets more upgraded as I get stronger, so it's not that big of a deal. Is there one in the bathroom by chance? Oh, There is. What did I do? Oh, I just broke the mirror. Okay, we're not gonna go there yet. Oh, key point found. Squelch the flames. We put out one of the flames, or both the flames. Okay. Wall safes. Key point found. Oh, let's disrupt that, shall we? That doesn't sound good. Yeah, that sounds like company. Oh shit. Well, you know what to do. We've been through these situations before. Our active safe boxes rest against the wall. Manipulate the lock and force it open. A quickness. The box pops open, revealing a few cred sticks. Sweet. Got some money out of that. Alright, who's here? Oh! Oh, those are spirits. Oh, hi there. What, did they just have sentry spirits here? Oh, man. Okay, Isabel? I mean, Gomet. You, get back here and haste me. Haste me! Okay. And I'll just unload on this one here. And I'll do it again. Easy. Easy kill. Right there. Give you the overclock work. Oh wait, no, I gave you the wrong one. That's just to increase your accuracy, which I suppose you'll need. Okay. Now blast the sucker. Fire! Okay. It's not the only spirit here, I'm guessing. Isobel, you hide here. Overwatch. There's one more. Okay, there's that spirit. Oh my goodness. Haha, good thing I have that cyber word equipped. Oh, that's another one. You wanna play games with me, huh? Then I'll load this on ya. Oh, I don't have... go. Hold on a second. Help. Just gonna... Isabel, get your move down here. And get that grenade launcher out. And fire! Fire another grenade! Okay. Go back. Could you please? Oh, that takes 2 actions. Just increase the aim of Kronos. Raptor. Go a little bit of ways out. So tuning, yeah, increase quickness. And I will unload on you. Bound water spirit. Come on. There we go. Gotta get a bit closer. Or not, I just blast you right now. And again. Alright, we're good. Okay, that encounter wasn't that bad. Is this a medical room or is this a... Oh wait, no, this is an office room. Is there a key point? Yep. Man, we're really pissing off all these spirits. So wait, are we just disrupting all of these chi points by what? Making them look OCD unfriendly? Oh. Well, I guess that's it. I guess we're just making them look OCD unfriendly. I guess that's what pisses all of these spirits off. Because they all have OCD. Alright. What do we have here? A power junction. The generator rests unguarded before you. A short of the system could compromise the computer mainframe powers. Use a passcode to overload the generator. I do not have that code. That's probably some Matrix stuff that I need to go find, which I cannot be asked to do because I suck at those games. Right. Is there any other way to disrupt chi? Did I get all, if not most, points? I think there's a door we missed. Can we even open that door? Negative, okay. Okay. I think I've been here. There might be other ways to disrupt chi in here. Or not. Read. So, 8484. The mainframe code. What's this? Search desk. I'm not gonna do that yet. Or maybe I should. Should I? Well, might as well. And boop. Well, that's more chi disturbed. Don't know what else is there. Yes, it doesn't seem Gobat was able to sense anything else that we need to do. Yeah, I don't sense anything else so far. Just gonna have to double check all these areas. Nothing. I'm saying I've done all I can for this area. Supposedly. Temple access card and oh, another shoe point. Let's break these windows. Alright. Alright, I'm calling. Gobat shuffles nervously. Alright, I'm calling it. We've thoroughly disrupted the balance of chi. The rat's feeling angsty here with all these energy shifts. Let's hit the temple statue and get out. Alright. Let's get a move on. To the temple. Alright. Disrupt the chi in the temple. Alright. Ah, what a holy place. Oh, hi. Oh! Oh, wow. Oh, this just... Oh, the chi imbalances are giving them a disadvantage. Haha. Or not, actually. In any case, it's probably giving them an advantage. Okay. Go back. Get behind here. And cast haste on Kronos. Alright, get ready to somewhat unload on these guys. And you missed. That's not good. Well, you missed most of them. Oh, okay then. Okay. Move here. Combat mode. Overclock. Okay, move out. And prepare to fire. It's dead. Fire here. Fire again. Isabel. Get behind here. And grenade. Still did some damage. We're good. Okay, that's another one down. Missed. Right, get ready to unload on this guy. Fire. Missed. Anyone need healing? No? Okay. Well, time to step up. Rector. And your repairs. Increase your accuracy, I guess. Give you some servo tuning. Stacking buffs. And fire. Nice. Move on forward. Use Zobel. Reload. Get behind here. Alright. Forward. Ah, there you are. Ready to unload. Haha. I'm out of ammo. Reload. He's can't do anything. Guess I just keep increasing your aim. And moving down here. Get some better aim. Rector. Get a move on. Isabel, can you reach it from here? Oh, you can. Fire! Oh, you missed. Fire again. Okay. Yeah, on this. Oh, you're out of ammo. Alright, shoot that guy. Alright. Nice. Right, we gotta find more chi points to disrupt. Yes, I mean, this is a temple that should have a lot of points to disrupt. Ah! Now let's burn these bushes. Aha! 69% disrupted. Nice. Alright. I need more chi points. Are there more spirits? Oh, there's another one. We missed one. Oh no. Ow. Well, time to unload on this guy. I missed all of them. I think I did. Haste him. Take an aim shot. Oh no, I did do a damage to him. I just didn't see. Right. Yeah. I guess right there for now, we could just take an aim shot. Let's see what happens. Isobel, just run up ahead and take cover. Yikes. Alright, unload, fire. Alright. They're dead. Oh, another chew point. Alright, we cracked some pipes. Any more chew points? Okay, we're basically trashing the whole place. Is there any more? Any more in that particular? Because I want to get that 100%. Whoa, just shot up to 85% for some reason. Come on, I want that 100%, unless destroying the statue would actually make it go up to 100%. Let me double check. Scan around this area first. Yeah, I know that's a cheat point, yes. But I don't know how much that would exactly do. Alright. Well, let's trash the statue. Ah, there we go. Lovely. Alright, let's get out of here. And probably fight some guys on the way out. Or spirits, one or the other. Oh hi! Those are probably shamans. A well-dressed man steps forward. He appears, staring smugly in your direction. His clothes are smart and clearly expensive, but lack the typical padding worn by guards and thugs. A quick look at his associates reveals the same style. Mages. On behalf of Wuxing Incorporated, we've been instructed to prevent your further vandalizing of the company's profits and assets. However, they never specified how, so I vote we do this the easy way. The mage motions to you with a flick of his wrist. Leave no survivors. Kill him. Oh, it's literally a full team of mages. And a chi caster, or are they actually all just mages? I think they're all just mages. Alright, you know the drill. Go bet, take cover, and haste me. I'll go with my sword. Kia! Yeah. Now, time for the thrust. Stab. Haha. Stab them again. They're dead. And I'll stab you. Man, doing a lot of damage. Go behind the bushes. Control. Rector. Now go back to Rector. Go back here. Overclock. You. Alright. And first, Isabel, get in position. And blow them up. No, don't hit Kronos. Yeah, in here. Nice. And fire again. Yeah, we're destroying these guys pretty easily. Alright. And shot. It's you. Okay, you did not die from that, surprisingly. There we go. You're next. Die. Okay, you survived that. Yeah, you guys are getting destroyed. Should have bought more streets. Should have bought actually no, you don't even have Street Samurai. Should have actually brought Street Samurai with you. Wow. Yikes. Okay, go back. Heal. Heal Raptor. And then unload on these guys. Isabel. Reload. And fire. Still do damage. Well, stab this one. Kia. Kia. And then go for the thrust. Yeah. Oh, you missed. Yeah, there we go. Stabbed. Increase the accuracy of the drone. Increase their quickness. And fire. And done. Alright, they're all dead. Let's get a move on. As you reach the elevator's control panel, you can feel the electronic sensation of the chi dancing across your skin. The feeling is noticeable to those not even magically attuned. The disruption here is that strong. Behind you, the trapped and turbulent chi swells inside of the iconic Sky Tower atrium. You can actually see the air around the atrium ramp and ebb as chi surges and breaks against the obstacles around it. Looking for a way to move, to flow, and finding none, the job is done. You have desecrated the Wuxing Lotus, and in doing so, blemished the prideful face of a megacorp. I've seen a lot of things, but I've never seen or felt chi this way, and I imagine this is what it must feel like for an attuned person in the walled city. She shudders. Must be unbearable. Your elevator arrives at the temple. Time to duck out the back door before security can respond further. Well, good job, team. We did it. Wuxing won't know what hit him. The embarrassment of their own geomatic science turned against them will sit unfavorably on the tongues of Wuxing executives and maybe even get a few people terminated. Though they know it wasn't just a building you battered. You sent a message. Everyone has a weakness that can be exploited. The change in feng shui should keep them spinning for months. The complete disruption of their chi and destruction of their temple will cripple the energy at this branch of the company, and with Wuxing focusing on restoring their temple, it will be a long time before they can discover the full extent of your assault. Sweet, we're getting paid for this. We're gonna get paid lots. Yep, job well done, guys. A job well done. Well, time to get paid. Oh, after I upgrade. Let's see, what do I upgrade? Do I upgrade my strength or do I upgrade my body? Can strike multiple targets at once. Nice. Hmm. 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 Chances trying to improve the hit using a rifle attack. Body, strength. Hmm. Guess I'll increase my close combat, because I think there was a weapon I could get, but I did not have enough close combat skill to get it, so I'll improve that. And I'll improve it even further. Get a defense bonus, yep. That's it. Save the game. Create new save. Alright. And back to the boat. Gonna get my paycheck. I'm gonna buy a new weapon. Specifically a new sword, because my hand-forged katana is not that great. Okay, where's the ship? Wait, what's this? Have I even been here before? Wait, where did I go? What the? Parlor of 5 Phases. Oh, I've heard about this place before. Where am I? Crafty Zoo. A quick glance around the shop reveals an unusual level of untidiness. The whole place is covered in books sprawled across the floor and piled high atop tables, chairs, and desks. The shopkeeper peers at you from behind a tower of loosely stacked texts, and her eyes are red and weary. Welcome. I don't believe we met. The name is Crafty. She sees you eyeing the paperback chaos. Ah, yes, sorry for the mess. Been real busy lately. Sell anything? Oh. Okay, this is just a maid shop. Literally just a maid shop. Yeah. Yeah, these are just spells. See ya. Oh, it's just a maid shop. Okay, well, I didn't really miss out much then, because I'm not a mage. I just accidentally stumbled into this place. Where's my ship? Oh, it's right here. Oh, wait, it was just southeast of my... Oh, okay. Huh. Well, anyway. Time to get on the ship. To the safe boat and get my paycheck. Check jobs. There we go. A little bird whispered in my ear that Wu Xing's fortunes are already falling. The stock value dropped by 2% already. The client finds this to be acceptable, an acceptable indication of your success, and has forwarded your payment. I've attached your cut to this email. How much I got? Haha, I can afford something. First, before we do anything, I shall get a new weapon. Or armor, or cyberware, one or the other. I leveled up my close combat skills, so I think I should be able to get the new sword. The Chinese war sword. Oh, I'm just one off. I'm just one off. Oh man. Oh, I'm literally just one off. Yikes. Okay. Oh man, that sucks. I was hoping for a better weapon. A better sword. Yes. Yeah, I guess my melee weapon's not doing as much damage now. What about guns? What about any guns? Oh wait, I didn't level up my ranged combat, so I'm probably not going to be able to get much. So I'm most likely going to get new armor or cyberware. Because I've been focusing on leveling up my other statistics, my main attribute points instead of the actual skills, so yeah. Yeah, probably should have done that. I can afford the armor. Oh, I can't afford the minigun though. The Ares Alpha. Can I? No, I don't. Oh, my skill's not high enough at all. I could get the minigun though. I could literally just buy the minigun and use that instead. And I don't have to level up my ranged combat as high anymore. I don't think, anyway. Yeah, I could just literally sell my gun and get just enough. No, I'd still be a little bit off. Yeah, I think I'd still be a little bit off. Yeah, I'd still be a little bit off, unfortunately. It says 750. Yikes. Yeah, nah, I still won't be able to hit it, cause... Yeah, nah, still won't be able to hit it then. I'm still just short of it. So what about armor then? Could get more armor, but I don't think that's... I'm just more concerned about damage output, if anything. And my ranged combat's not that high. Yikes. I've been focusing on upgrading my other statistics and not exactly my... I could get more cyberware though. Looks like I may have to end up doing the blackmail thing. Because my skills are not high enough. I guess I could just get another cyberware upgrade or get some new armor. Quickness, range combat, weapons movement, passive 6% hit. Hydraulic jack, boost my movement speed. 0 AP though, that's pretty good. Requires intelligence, what? Wait, I thought I already got a jolt alert. Yeah, a jolt alert. Oh, I guess you can have that for both arms, my guess is. It's a strength, that's 5 HP. Quickness and strength, or strength and HP. How am I racing to extension? Well, might as well. Oh, got a new upgrade. Yep. So that's both arms received an upgrade, got a body upgrade, got a left leg upgrade. Still doing pretty well in essence. Yep, 9 strength. Oh my goodness. 7 quickness. Wow. Yep. May not have the proper skills to wield the new and powerful weapons yet, but I can still compensate with stat improvements. Anyway, let's chat with the crew. Oh wait, no, the boat's right here. Okay. But first, a break. Just gonna have a little snack before we continue on. So do not worry. I'll be back. I've returned. Now, time to chat with our teammates. Ractor's shop is alive with motion. Wall-mounted tools, hammer, and spark, each according to its own rhythm. The cacophony reverberates in the metal confines of the converted engine room, attacking your ears as the light of acetylene torches stabs your eyes. My friend, you've come back. Ractor turns towards you. His boots are off, and you can see the metallic gleam of his feet. Free from the confines of his boots, the appendages have unfolded, clawed, and crippling toes splay out in all directions. At least 8 to a foot. They look alien and predatory, like the talons of some great carnivorous bird. I wasn't convinced that you'd want to continue our little chat after the last time. From under the desk, a glint of light catches your eye, Crochet. I'm glad that I was wrong. Well, are you kidding? I wouldn't miss our talks for the world. I'm pleased to hear you say so. I'd rather enjoy them myself. He turns, the sound of the metal on metal fight filling your ears. So, what shall we talk about? Any thoughts about the last run? I find the notion of chi mechanics, the underlying science behind the flow of magically determined fortune, to be quite fascinating. If only I could perceive the ebb and flow of such forces, I imagine that would be incredible, like observing an underlying force of the universe. But alas, such things are beyond the reach of the unawakened. A sorry state of affairs. I'm surprised that you buy into Hong Kong's obsession with feng shui. No, my friend, not feng shui. Chi mechanics. Feng shui is rooted in an ancient superstition, yes. Its practitioners have enjoyed some success at redirecting the flow of chi of good fortune, but it should not be mistaken for evidence that their beliefs are correct. After all, an apothecary might brew up a tonic to treat an outbreak of the flu, but it does not mean that he understands why the tonic works. I want to know why chi works the way that it does, to strip away the superstition underpinnings that hold feng shui back. But of course I can't even see the chi in question, let alone record my observations. I'll have to leave the topic for others who are better suited to study it. Now, what else would you have for me? So, what's up with your feet? The replacements that I was fitted with all many years ago. The many talon-like toes that splay out in front of the feet claw at the ground, scraping against the metal of the flooring. They've been modified somewhat between then and now, as you can see, improved. What animal did you base your redesign on? The claws are inspired by the heartbeat eagle. What a majestic creature, a hunter of primates, you know. He smiles. The quantity was driven by artistic license, impractical, perhaps, but they please me all the same. I see your shopping is up running again. What are you working on now? We're not looking so closely, as always. It's still far from perfect, but every iteration inches him closer. I have questions for you about something that you mentioned last time. In the corner of his mouth lifts into a very wry smile. Yes, I imagine you do. Go on, ask away. If you believe it's true, people with your condition will inherit the earth. How do you think that will last? Indefinitely. What makes you ask? Psychopaths are born predators. Ever heard of the natural? Intellectual curiosity. You can understand that, right? Of course, my friend, of course. He pauses for a moment, thrusts his hands into his pockets. Let us assume, for the sake of argument, that a group of people with my condition would prove incompatible in some way. I could see that we would feel no compunctions about going to war with one another. That I said, I don't think that this is the most likely outcome. This is the sixth world, after all. Even if meta-humanity is supplanted by post-humanity, there will be other forces at work in the world. We will not be alone. We probably share all the machine intelligences, for we are on the cusp of it already. He nods. Some even say we even have seen through AI. I had a teammate back in Berlin who insisted as much, though I had a little reason to believe her. As you say, we will likely have to contend with the artificial intelligence in the near future. But think of the present, my friend. We are surrounded by non-human intelligence, spirits, paranormal beings, you name it. And in the future, that I foresee, you can add any metahuman holdovers that cling to their natural bodies to the least. And what would they be to you? Competition, right? That remains to be seen. But they would give my people something to rally against. The corner of his mouth tilts upwards. The smile contains no warmth. I, for one, am looking forward to see how it all plays out, aren't you? So your ideal future, people without empathy or morality or humanity will replace the rest of us. That sound about right? Yes, people like me. Tell me, my friend, how does that make you feel? What is your gut reaction to the vision that I have shared with you? Not gonna lie, I have to say it kinda terrifies me. He frowns knowingly. Of course it does. You do not share a selective advantage. You see what is there to come, and it repels you. For a man in your position, it is only natural. Revulsion is the expected response. I promise you, my friend, if you move past your atavistic reaction, you'll see how right it is. The sixth world is no place for compassion. It is a predatory world, a world of monsters. Some of those came with the awakening, and others are of our own design. But they are there, and we are to survive. We need to shed those weaknesses that prevent us from competing them. Speak with the clarity of a man who is not a man in mind or in body. The things that others refuse to see as plain to me as the light of day. I tell you, my friend, life is better this way. One day you'll receive it yourself, and you'll thank me for what I've shared with you. Say you were diagnosed as a psychopath when you were 8? What led to that diagnosis? My mother had tested me. She had always kept a watchful eye on me. Obsessively too, truth to be told, it was a rather poor way to experience childhood. Why was she watching you? What did you do? Very little. She blew up my childhood behaviors out of proportion, I'm afraid. The woman had been motivated by fear. Besides, she had her reasons, I suppose. What reasons are you talking about? Malignant narcissism runs in my family. None of my men of my line had understood the concepts of conscious empathy. They would have had much use of them if they had. Wouldn't have much use of them if they had. My grandfather was an abusive drunk who killed his own brother with a gasoline-powered ice auger. My father was a terror to his employees and assistants, a shark in a business suit. Suppose that my mother expected me to follow in their footsteps. And haven't you? Yes, I suppose I have, but it wasn't by choice. Had I been at peace, had my supposed friends not stolen what was dearest to me, I might have never taken them to the shadows. My path was set by others, but not myself. Well, I'll give you that, and besides, I'm not like in a place to judge. Well said, my friend, well said. Things happen as they did, and I have no regrets. We both the better for it, how do we not? Surely it is advantageous to have me on the team. Yeah, still your first day here. The corner of mouth tilts upward. Well then, there you have it. So after you were diagnosed, what happened? He shrugs. I learned that was expected of me. The doctor was very helpful in that regard. He offered false hope and placebos and false promises that he could cure me if my family could meet his price. And to me, he offered an escape. All I had to do was play along and my problems would be solved. It wasn't difficult to pretend that I had been cured once I understood the outward signs that my mother was looking for. I was able to apt them well enough. In my time, my mother came around. So you lied and you pretended to be cured when you weren't? I put on a mask, both for my own benefit and for the benefit of my family. I knew that what would happen if I didn't. I'd been caught, and my mother's scrutiny would only increase if I didn't convince her that I was better. My grandfather lived out his final days in the Black Dolphin prison. You know the place? I've heard stories. It's a storied place, one most appalling detainment facilities in Russia, and that is saying it's quite a lot. I was determined not to follow the old man's footsteps. I am not an animal to be caged. Raptor bends down and runs his fingers over Choshay's chassis. The drone stands motionless as the lenses of its many optical senses are focused on you. In any case, there you have it. I am glossing over many of the details, of course, but I'd rather not discuss my childhood any further. Instead, let's think of the future and the promise that it holds. So where do we go from here? Forward, friend. Always forward. Silently, Koshay studies you, its articulated pedipalps weaving hypnotically. You will join me, will you? The future beckons to both of us equally. Follow me and I'll guide you to a better tomorrow. I can think nothing better would be able to please me more. We'll agree to disagree about your perfect future. For the present, though, you have my support. Very good, my friend. If nothing else, I'll have ample time to convince you. But in the immediate future, there is a smaller matter of the walled city to contend with. I will, of course, continue to help you as best as I can. I need allies as badly as you do, and it's best interest to keep them alive. Good. Let's keep it that way. You have nothing to fear, my friend. I am your friend, and you can trust me. His smile glints white, and now, excuse me. Get you on our next run, Raptor. You're not smiling. And you. Goodbye, my friend, and good night. Well, time to check on Duncan. Hello, Duncan. Welcome back. What you think? You went there for the last run. I want to get back to it, Duncan. The double cherry story, for real this time. If you say so. Oh, wait, okay. Guess you're kind of locked, soft locked or something. Okay. Steel Samurai, you're back. She doesn't bother turning. Need something? Any thoughts about the last one? You know, that Wuxing Wang run is the kind of thing you'd never see around outside of China. Nobody's gonna hire you to run around tilting paintings and breaking potted plants in Stockholm or Florence. Here, though, that
Stuff has real power. I've seen it work. It feels subtle shifts in the geomancy can make or break projects, people, even companies. Don't have any idea how it works, but I've seen too many people's fortunes shift as soon as a feng shui master gets involved. I'm also not sure how much it can affect the fortunes of a company as big as Wu's Seam, but even a small shift is enough to cost a company like that millions of yen. You have a question? Oh, okay. I think I've reached the limit of conversation for them. Hello, Gobet. Wait, what? She's gone, Steel Samurai. I don't know where she ran after, but she looked upset. She said something about friends in trouble, then left. By the time I could disconnect from the octopus, she was already on her way out of the town. What? Ah, damn it, she must have went back to the sinking ship. I don't like the sound of that. She tell you what went down there all of those years ago? Yeah, the mutiny. And she's been having bad dreams about that place ever since. She turns her back and begins grabbing her gear. Well, we better go and get her, hadn't we? Let's do this. I'm gonna arrange transport out to Hong Bay. You come meet me at the docks when you're ready. Ah, shit. Ah, shit, she's already gone. Right. Alright, team. Alright, team, change of plans today. Initially, we're supposed to go on that run to find that plastic face man. Well, not the plastic face man, to get that, to find Dreamland, but we got another mission to do. We're gonna find Gobet, our prized healer and shaman. Oh boy. Well, to the sinking ship. We gotta get a move on. Captain Jomo. My man. Jomo stands at the edge of the dock, smoking a hand-rolled cigarette as he stares out at the river. As he approaches, he lifts a hand in greeting. Oh there. Come to admire the river with Jomo? I have a bottle of baijiu and we can share. Not right now, Jomo, I need a favor. What favor can Jomo do for you? You need a body dumped at sea, I can do it fast, no one will see. Maybe you need to hide some cargo on the beach. Make a map with X marks the spot. Captain bursts out into a hearty laugh with her, slapping his side in mirth. Travel to the sinking ship. I need you to take me to the sinking ship. Ah, easy la. I know exactly where that heap of junk is. Lead the way then. Alright. Wait, just the two of us? What about Raptor and Duncan? Okay, just you and me. I suppose that's not bad. But I suppose that's not bad. I'm literally a walking juggernaut, so just stay behind me, I guess. Just stay behind Kronos, because Kronos is literally a walking juggernaut. With a high body and strength stat. And quickness. Hong Bay. Captain Jomo's converted speedboat chops through the rough water like a cleaver through chicken bones, launching you skyward with every wave that it hits. Your destination, the sinking ship. Gobet's former home. The orc pirate laughs and opens the throttle. Wind and rain lash your face as the floating amalgamation of shipping containers grows larger. You can see that it's stacked at least 3 containers deep, an inelegant brick of corrugated weathering steel, an assortment of pontoons, buoys, and other flotation devices that have been lashed to the base of the raft to prevent it from tipping. You don't know what's happening here, or why Gobet felt the need to go face it alone, but one way or another, you're about to find out. Alright, I'm literally stacked with medkits, so we're good. Let's gonna move on. The scramble up side of the sinking ship was treacherous. You've hauled yourself up over the edge with your heart hammering in your chest, clawing for purchase against the winds and the driving rain. Walking on the surface deck isn't much better. The steel that you're standing on is slick, sheeted with water from the rainstorm that hammers down from above. Every time you shift your weight, you can feel your feet begin to slide. There are no safety rails in sight. A slip, a rogue wave wouldn't take much to send you screaming over the edge, and of the raft into the dark water below. This is a wreck. Isabel gingerly prods that a rusted section of the container that you're standing on with her boot. It depresses easily, with entirely too much to give. I can't believe that Gilbert ever chose to live here. From the descriptions of the sinking ship, I didn't expect it to be this bad. Yeah, she always told me the lady in charge was one of them. But Linda? Malvina. She'd always told me that Malvina was a control freak, all obsessed with the order and cleanliness, and Cadmus was supposed to be a top-quality repair guy. She paused on the patch of rust again, frowning, the steel flakes under her foot. Does this thing look like a good repair to you? There's no guarantee that those two are even alive. A sudden gust of wind buffets you, sending you sliding. Isabel drops to a crouch, clinging to the metal with gloved hands to keep herself from slipping. She looks up, locks her dark eyes with you. Wish you get moving, it's dangerous up here, my gear's getting soaked. Great, let's find Gilbert and make sure she's alright. She nods. You take lead and I'll follow. Get below deck, find Gilbert, investigate disturbance of the sinking ship. Let's get a bloody move on. Oh. Oh my god, those are rats. Oh hi. Oh shit. Oh, I did not realize the rat infestation we have here. Uh-oh. Blocked. Nice. Nice one, Isabel. Oh boy. Okay, I'll handle the rats. Melee range, because I can handle that. What the hell's going on? Isabel? Back away. Blow those suckers up. Do it again. Kronos, cut him up. Do it again. Nice. And cut that one. Ha! You missed. Kia! Dead. Right, now after this one. Kia! Got the bastards. Local inhabitant. What's going on here? The woman by the fire looks like she hasn't seen a bar soap in weeks. Her companion doesn't look much better. Their faces are streaked with soot and grime that the rain seems impotent to wash it away. Glad to see you make it through that in one piece. The woman smiles at you, revealing a set of crooked teeth. Please, come stand by the fire and get warm. Yeah, sure. Thank you for your hospitality. Her smile widens. Of course, we don't get strangers here often, and it's far too miserable now to turn away a guest. Wanna tell me what's up with the killer rats? The devil rats, you mean? They're becoming something of a crisis for us. We don't know why, they just started attacking, and we can't seem to wipe them out. Truth be told, we could really use your help. We'll help you with your rat problem, but you need to help us first. He turns to his companion. Refresh my memory. Didn't we help peel a swarm of devil rats off of them a few seconds ago? Isabel heals to face the man, scowling. Well, technically we took out the majority of the rats. All you did was take out like 2 of them that we could have easily handled. In fact, none of us even took any damage. We didn't ask you to do that. We could have handled the rats on our own. We're looking for a friend. Yep, that is true. We handled those rats pretty easily. Not gonna lie. She sighs. Alright, describe this friend of yours to me. She's young, about my age, orcish with a shaved scalp and dreadlocks. Have you seen her? I'm afraid not. I wish we had, but we don't get to see many strangers here. So I better, will you help us with our rat infestation or not? Yeah, we'll help. She breathes a sign of relief. The rats have been a huge problem for us. Between the damage they inflict and the disease they carry, they made it impossible for us to keep up our regular maintenance duties on the raft. If you follow us, we'll lead you down below decks. With your help, we can get the ship cleaned out again. hang on. Got a few more questions to ask first. Go ahead and ask, but make it quick, alright? It's pissing rain out and I'm freezing. You said the devil rat carry a disease. What disease is that? Vitus. It's a non-replication capable strain. If you catch it, you can't pass it on to anyone else, but it can still kill you. When you said the rats were keeping you from your regular maintenance duties, what did you mean? Keeping the raft like this seaworthy is a full-time job. The devil rat infestation isn't helping with that. We got dozens of people below deck scrounging for materials to fix leaks and store up the weak parts of the hull. If something doesn't happen soon, we're gonna have to stop working on her altogether. And if that happens, it's only a matter of time before she capsizes. Well, I'm satisfied for now. Go ahead and lead and we'll follow. That's just below. It's below, just over this way. We'll show you down. Alright. Now, a shallow pool of standing water has gathered in the platform, separating from an access hatch at the edge of the raft. Electricity arcs over the surface of the pool in angry spider webs of blue-white light. Whoa, hold up. The damned anti-boarding system's gone haywire again. He pointed to the large crackling pool. Look, it isn't draining the way it's supposed to. She slams her heel into the deck, her face flushing red in frustration. Again? We just fixed the pump last week! Anti-boarding system. Isabel looks up from the crackling pool, fixes her eyes on the locals. What the hell is this? Bad idea, that's what. Blame the Shadowrunners that lived on this thing before we did. It's like an anti-theft system on a car, only a lot meaner. When it gets tripped, the channel floods and the ship's power gets shunted into the water. You can deliver a hell of a shock. She shakes her head at the crackling pool, scowling. Only now it seems to trigger randomly, and the pump that we installed as a workaround has started breaking down at the drop of the hat. Great. Well, it isn't that dangerous, all things considered. He glances you and Isabel sizes you up. You got boots on, right? Careful you make it across without. Isabel cuts off with a serious look on her face. It's pouring out, we're both drenched, and that's the thing. It has to be putting out a lot of voltage for those arcs to be visible like that. Trying to cross a pool like that as is would be a bad idea. A really bad idea. This has to be something we can do to get across. Maybe there are other locals here who can help us, who could help. Couldn't hurt us to look. One way or another, we gotta find a way across this thing. She turns away from the dwarf, sneering. One that doesn't involve crossing on foot. Before you sits a very worn, non-functional water pump. An ancient hose shakes down from the pump into the drainage channel across the deck. It's pretty busted. Maybe we could fix it with some junk that's littering the deck. Examine the pump mechanism. Upon closer inspection, you can see that the pump suffers from clear signs of neglect. Years of near consistent use and deferred maintenance have taken their toll on the machine, and has recently broken down. Heavy scorching and burn patterns also indicate the reason why the pump isn't working. A blown fuse. Can you fix this, Isabel? She studies the broken mechanism, frowning. Afraid not. If it was a computer, I'll probably do something with it, but I'm not much of a mechanic. If we can find a replacement fuse, I can slot it in for you. Anything else, you're on your own. Walk away. Well, we can't cross that, can we? Rusted crank wheel. A heavily rusted wheel has been mounted in one of the containers here. The floor grates here look similar to the ones near all the flooding. She examines the grates, frowning. Yeah, I think that's all of this might be connected. Hydraulic, maybe. I can see some lines running under the lip of this container. This might be a solution to our flooding problem, assuming you can get that wheel to budge, that is. Step back. Let me flex my 9 strength. I think I got 9 strength. Wait, is it 9 strength? Yeah, 9 strength, baby. 9 strength. Let's turn that crank. Using all the leverage that you can muster, you grab the wheel with both hands and wrench on it. The rust flakes free, and the screech of tortured metal fills the air. Finally, the wheel comes loose, and an almighty crack. The follow-through nearly sweeps your feet from under you. The wheel spins freely for a time, then resistance begins to grow. You continue the crank until you feel something click. Yep, street samurai build, baby. What's in this one box? A grenade. Yoink. A flashbang grenade. Yoink. Okay, we just found some grenades in the box. Okay, it's all cleaned out. I want to talk about the other locals first, to get more intel of this area. Because information is key. What's this? Talk. One of the locals looks up at the sound of your approach. The others remain huddled around the low fire, their backs hunched against the pelting rain. You need something, boy? If not, shove off. This fire's taken. We're looking for a friend of us. Maybe you've seen her? Doubt it. We mostly kept her ourselves here. She'd be a new arrival. An orc, about my age, calls herself Gabet. Seen her around? Never heard of her. How about Cadmus? Oh, actually, no. If you haven't seen Gabet, maybe you could tell me about Malvina? She's still in charge of this raft? Yeah, but if you want to talk to her, you're gonna have to go down below. The boss lady stays down there, by the waterline. I stay away if I were you, though. Why? Just do you a favor and do as he says, girl. In fact, do us all a favor and get back in that trash you floated in on. I promise you'll be happy if you do. I want you to tell me what's happening here. The old man grunts. It's raining. That wasn't what he meant. Tell us about the devil rats. The younger local cuts in. Strange things have always been happening here, ever since the beginning. But yeah, things have been odder than usual lately, and those damn rats are a big part of that. With all the people who's been getting sick, I've considered packing up and moving away. He chuckles to himself. I got no place else to go. Been here for about 5 years, and everyone I care about lives on this raft, so here I stay. Well, are we heading off now? Go then, shove off. The old man makes a brushing motion with the back of his hand. You're smart, you won't stop until you hit dry land. Well, we got a friend to save. I don't know what the hell were they thinking when they just rushed onto this location on our own, no less. Ugh. Whoa, rats. Oh boy, more rats. Alright, here we go. Oh boy, even more rats. Don't worry, I can slice them up. They're actually not that hard to kill, surprisingly. Wow, they're all going for the dwarves. What is with everyone going for the dwarves? Alright, Isobel, I want you to back up and fire a grenade in the center of their... Yep. Oh wow, that hit everybody. Sorry. Aim over here. Okay, no, that still hit Kronos. Ow. A good thing he's a tank, otherwise he would have died from that way too easily. Anyway, slice. And slice. It's dead. And slice. Ha. Ow. I'm such a tank. Yeah, Kronos is such a tank. It only did 1 damage. And Kronos just took like 3 grenades to the face. He's pretty much good on that matter. Actually, Kronos, back away. And Isobel, launch another grenade. And fire. Alright, we're good. Alright, let's get a move on. To the bottom deck. I'm getting rid of all these rats. Upon descending down the ladder, you find yourself in the cramped confines of the shipping container. Interior walls have been erected of corrugated aluminium, and the doors have been cut to allow passage from compartment to compartment. The air down here is wrecked with odor of rotten garbage. Sorry about the state of the place. The rats have kept our work crews too busy to worry about hauling the garbage. But now that you're here, we'll be able to set things right. Kill off those little bastards once and for all. We're gonna need to root out the devil rat infestation. Any idea what they're nesting? Yeah, down below. They're breeding on the level beneath our feet. There's a way down on the other side of the deck. I don't like this Steel Samurai. We don't know enough about what else is going on down here. What else could be going on? We're trying to hold out against the devil rats that are trying to eat us, and the raft's going to hell while we're doing it. Please, just let us take you to the other side of the raft. You have to help us, you promised. She's right, we need more intel before we commit to anything. The woman grows agitated. You can see a glimmer of desperation in her eyes. What do you think that you're gonna find? There isn't anything that's just us and the rats. People for starters, Gobet or Cadmus or Malvina. She frowns, glances uneasily at her companion. We don't know anyone named Gobet. Cadmus is in quarantine, sick from the rat bite. He doesn't have long. I doubt that you get anything useful from her anyway. Chances are good that Malvina's on the lower deck, though. She's downstairs with the rats? She waves her hand dismissively. She's fine. I've heard her speak on the intercom. Her quarters are down there and well protected. I'm sure that she had no trouble keeping the rats at bay. I want to explore up here before we head downstairs. The woman looks agitated, but only for a moment. Alright, fine, but you got the big guns. We aren't going to argue with you. We're going to continue forward. When you get tired of sifting through the garbage and decide to keep up your promise, look for us on the other side of the deck. We'll have to show you how to access the hatch at the lower levels. Just be patient. We need more information to, well, figure out what the bloody hell's going on down here. Spect. Due to the recent resolutions, only 3 people are on the top deck assigned for the violations of this policy. Local inhabitant. A middle-aged woman with a slouching posture stands with her back to a reinforced door. With a languid motion, she turns her head to stare at you. You folks, I'll be damned. She shifts positions with a grunt. The hell are you doing here? We're looking for a friend of ours. Have you seen her? Nope. She shakes her head. Nope. I ain't seen your friend. Sorry. You don't even know what our friend even looks like yet. How can you say for sure that you haven't seen her? No one's come down here today, but you. Not a soul didn't see anybody here today either, and can't remember much past then. She smiles, revealing a crumbly set of nicotine-stained teeth. Bad memory, can't do anything about it. Well, just leaving. Oh wait, that's something. Is that? I thought I was something reinforced. Take a bulldozer to get it. Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to rob the homeless, so yeah. I mean, I did kind of steal grenades off them, but what the hell is going on here? Inspect. These scratches look like they were made by claws. They're much bigger than anything a devil rat could make. You there. Another squatter. This one's more beaten up than most. Bloody bandages wrap his knuckles, and one of his orbital sockets have been crushed, deforming the silhouette on his face. He peers at you with a mixture of suspicion and hostility. Don't recognize you. That means you're new here. The voice comes out in a hoarse croak. You picked up a bag. Place to go sightseeing, outsider. Okay, man, you don't look good. No, I'm okay. I'm all beaten up and going blind from one eye. Now tell me what you want so I can be on my way. We're looking for a friend of ours. A female orc, about 19 years old, calls herself Gobet. I haven't seen us, sorry. Tell me about the sinking ship. I want to hear what's your take about what's happening down here. It's going to shit. People are dying, smells like garbage scowl. He grunts. That satisfy your curiosity, outsider? Can you tell me anything more? It's important. Look, I ain't a damn welcoming community. I'm just a bloody old man who wants to get back to his squat. If you know anything more about the boat, ask someone else. I'll leave you be then. Ship inhabitant. A slender human woman in shabby overalls looks up from her work with a frown. You can't help but notice the scars on her neck. Do I know you? What are you doing on this raft? We're looking for a friend of ours. She's an orc, about 19, goes by the name of Gobet. Have you seen her? Oh, it's Darrow. Gobet? I haven't seen her for years. You got the wrong raft. Now unless it's something else. Have you had any close encounters with the devil rats? Yeah, don't go downstairs unless you absolutely have to. The lower decks are absolutely crawling with these things. What's your name? She eyes you early. Nothing important, just a way trying to keep things afloat. Let's leave it at that, if you please. I'll leave you to your work. Yeah, thanks, and be careful out there. What is this? Water drips down from a leak in the ceiling and splatters against the case of this ancient terminal. It's a miracle that this thing is still functional. A blinking green cursor awaits your input. Access the terminal. Erase Dan Rat's quarantine meeting. First message. Chung Sun Anson to Beastly Malvina. We need to talk about these new regulations that you keep handing down. Look, I used to be a merchant marine, I get it. I know how important procedure is on a boat, and I know how the mindset that you're working against. But some of these new regs are bordering on draconian, and they're getting in the way of our maintenance crews downstairs. Order's a good thing, micromanaging isn't, so let's talk about it, okay? Second message. To Wang Katniss. We got a hell of an infestation going on at the lower levels, and we need to start doing something about it. Can I count on you and your boys to help me with this? I know that M would frown on what I'm proposing, but she isn't doing anything to help. We have to take matters into our own hands before things get ugly. ACS. Quarantine. That was exactly what I was afraid of, see. Those bloody rats have eaten us out of house and home, and now their food supply is gone. They decided to turn on us. It's pretty clear that M can't or won't use her magic to fix this, so it's on us to deal with the fallout. I've had the upstairs maintenance crews set aside a couple of containers as the quarantine area sick room. It's inevitable that we're gonna start seeing people getting sick, and we need a place to sheathe them. If we don't do this, we're going to have a panic on our hands. Vitus deaths aren't pretty. ACS. So wait, I'm guessing about this supposed order that Malvina is trying to propose, and give the information I got from Gobet about her being a more powerful rat shaman than her. I'm guessing she's probably using those rats to assert dominance over the inhabitants to get the order she wants. Oh wait, no, wait. Okay, fourth message. Yes. Tell your brother that I got his note, and that I'll be there. I don't know what this is all about, but I have a guess, and if I might, well, I'm in. Things have to change around here, for all our sakes. Well, sounds like a bloody revolution going on here. Is that an orc or a troll? That might be a troll. A squatter is in need of immediate medical attention. Her torso is a gory mess, and ever-expanding pool at her feet tells you that she is well on her way to bleeding out. She peers at you through sunken eyes and into an alarming gray face. Please, help me. Patch her up. Hold still, this might sting a little. Yeah, I got so many medkits on me, cause, well, I really take as much damage on Kronos, because of how much Kronos is a tank. Anyway, yeah, I could spare one. Hold still, this might sting a little. You crack open a medkit and go to work. Within minutes, you have run a saline drip into her arm and sealed the wound with liquid skin. A final snap, a patch of adrenaline and painkillers gets the woman up and onto her feet. Shakily, she extends a hand in greeting. I don't know who you are, strangers, but you just saved my life. If I can ever return the favor, you let me know. What's your name, friend? Marion Lamb. My friends call me Sparrow. It's good to meet you, Sparrow. She chuckles. Bad luck for me that I met you. If I hadn't, I think I would have bled out by now. How'd you get shot? It was part of the last mutiny attempt. Made it through that alright, but I guess that I also made some enemies. I don't know who shot me, but it's a fair bet that someone on this boat is holding a grudge. We're looking for a friend of ours, a female orc, about 19 years old. Have you seen her? She shakes her head. I'm afraid not. I haven't been able to focus much since I took a bullet to the gut, and fading in and out. If your friend is here, then I hope she managed to avoid the welcoming community. The two locals that we met topside, you mean? An elf and a dwarf? She nods. I don't trust him, and you shouldn't either. Don't know where their loyalties lie. Well, we keep that in mind. Thanks for letting us know. She shrugs. Like I said, I owe you my life. Giving you a friendly warning is the least I can do. Well, I'll let you get on with your day. Alright, but if you need anything else, you know where to find me. Alright. Take care. So, oh, wait. I'm starting to think why. I'm thinking it's probably... They probably want to take care of this rat problem because... The reason why the rats are attacking them is because of... because of Malvina's attempt to stop the mutiny. Stop those who are revolting against her leadership through her rat shaman powers. So that's what I'm guessing that's happening. Inspect. There are deep gashes in the seal wall of the container. They look like they were made by some blade of some kind. There's no way that the rat claws could do this. Hello. The man standing before you looks cleaner than most of the other squatters on the sinking ship. There are no streaks of grease on his cheeks, and his clothes look freshly laundered. He leers at you as you approach. Well, what do we have here? Strangers on our humble raft exploring her leaky bowels. The man grins, revealing a cavernous gap in his teeth. He has a shifter brimming with cognac in salute. Welcome to the sinking ship, strangers. Now tell me what you want. We're looking for a friend of ours, an orc, 19 years old, who goes by the name of Tibet. Oh, and she ran away from you, did she? She grins. Ran all the way here to our little palace on the water. Have you seen her, or haven't you? Insistent little thing, aren't you? He puts his lips to the crystal of his snifter and slips out a mouthful of liquor. No, I haven't seen your runaway friend, but if I do run into her, I'll tell her that you're looking. What do you do on the raft? A bit of this, a bit of that. I'm an artist, or rather, I used to be. An artist and a socialite. And a man about town. He spreads his hands. By town, I mean raft, of course. And I mostly find myself shut away here. On the sinking ship's upper deck, I've been festering away here for months, desperately clinging to the finer things in life. He sniffs. What a tale of woe, really. That's it? You just loiter around and socialize? A fine and noble profession. He takes another notable sip, swallowing the brandy in his mouth. But you're a street-level operative, no? Blue-collar work? I wouldn't expect you to understand. He pauses for a moment, considering. Speaking of blue-collar work, I have something here that might interest you. Would you like to see it? That depends on what it is. He turns to a nearby table and lifts a battered lozenge of black plastic. He holds it out to you. It's a data pad, nothing sinister. This belonged to a maintenance tech that I once knew. No idea what happened to her, but she hasn't been seen in weeks. And you're giving this to us, why? To earn your favor. You come to the sinking ship. Rather well armed after all. He shoots a glance at Isabel's rifle and raises an eyebrow. I rather ingratiate myself to you now, before the bullet starts flying. We'll take it, thank you. Anytime. I wasn't using that thing anyway. The schematics on that device are quite arcane to me, I'm afraid. So who are you? You may trust me as Mercurio. He bows slightly, a cognac slushing in his glass. At your service. Well, I'll leave you to your business. So, what's this little data pad that we got? A cheap datapad full of instructions and notes from a member of the sinking ship's maintenance crew. Neat. I'm sure this would come in handy. Inspect. Some tags have seemed relatively okay. They've been used sometime. Gotcha. Well, let's move on. Power outlet. An open junction box juts out from the wall, its cover hanging by a single screw. Wires crisscross over one another in a chaotic jumble, and the whole apparatus appears to have held together with electrical tape. Jury rigged, like everything else here. She frowns at the tangle of wiring, clucking her tongue in disapproval. That's really sloppy work. You'd think that in an environment like this, they at least try to do some basic waterproofing. She traces the wall-mounted cables that snake out from the box with her eyes, follows them to their termination point. Looks like the box is feeding power to that door over there. If we were to short it, we might to get that thing open. Well, I got this maintenance datapad. Let's follow the instructions to disarm the door locks. Examine the rat's nest of wires, tracing from each connection to its point of origin. Following the instructions in the datapad, you then snip and rewire the system to feed power back into itself. The results of your work are immediate and spectacular. You hear a deafening crackling sound and a blinding flash of lights stabs your eyes. Moments later, the hall is filled with overpowering stench of ozone. The overhead lights flutter up ahead. You can hear the sound of a set of doors locks disengaging. Neat. I'll explore up here first. The local up ahead beckons you forward. It's just up this way, through this door here. As you approach, something catches your eye. A vent in the wall behind the locals. Movement. Something must have been hidden inside. Behind you, more devil rats! Panic-stricken, they begin to turn, their weapons raised. There's a flurry of motion. Something large explodes out of the vent. Gobette lands in a crouch, her weapons raised. Don't go in there! It's a trap! What? What the? Oh, those sons of bitches. Fine. Let's unload on these motherfuckers. Aim shot. Fire. Easy. The bloody locals tosses her gun aside and raises a pair of trembling hands, her eyes gone wild with terror. I'm sorry. We didn't want to do it. We didn't have a choice. The words come splitting out in fabric bobble. It ordered us to. What it? What are you talking about? Explain yourself. I don't know what it is. It talks to Malvina's voice, but it isn't her. Helpless tears streamed down her cheeks, clinging her to her skin like the beads of dew on a leaf. If you want to live, you have to do what she says. I'm going to let you live, but don't me bloody regret it. The squatter collapses against the wall, sobbing uncontrollably. Gobette dusts herself off and paces towards you. Hey, Seattle, I don't remember inviting you to this run. I guess I'm glad you could make it. She jerks her head towards the squatter's ruined body. You're welcome, by the way. You want to tell me what the hell's going on here, Gobette? We just shot some locals, but don't worry, they were bad people. Got any evidence to support that? Sure, eyewitness testimony. By me. Her lip curls to a frown. Why are we arguing about this? Isabel cuts in. You said they were leading us to a trap back there. What kind of trap are we talking about? The kind where you end up dead. Look, I don't know exactly where they were planning to do, but I've seen them lead people through those doors before. She gestures towards the heavy double doors at the end of the hall. The people who I watched go there never came back out again. Not a one. They'd scream and scream, but the doors open up again, they'd be gone. Well, thanks for the warning. Shrugs. Don't mention it. There's a long, awkward pause. Finally, Isabel steps forward. So now that we're all together, do you want to tell us why you came here by yourself? We'd have gone with you, Gobette. All that you had to do was tell us. She raises her hands. Yeah, I know, but I figured that this one was on me. I didn't want to wait another minute. Besides, I had a plan. And what would that plan be? A pretty simple one. All I want to do is get the lay of the land, sneak around a little, maybe find my old friends and get some answers. I didn't come here to get into a firefight, and it's easier to be quiet solo than it would be to drag you two around, no offense. So you scoped the place out fine. Mission accomplished. You know what you're doing now? Yeah, this place is fucked. I'm gonna sink it. Wait a second. What? The sinking ship is doomed, Seattle. I can feel that the second I set foot on board. She checks herself. Earlier than that, even. On some level, I think I can still feel it back home. So I can stop thinking about this place. Whatever's happening down here, it's wrong. This whole place feels off to me somehow. Maybe even toxic. I came back to find my friends, Cadmus and Malvina, to check on them instead. I found a swarm of mad-eating rats, a death trap, and a bunch of squatters who seemed intent on killing me. Her tone becomes brisk, so I'm gonna kill him right back, and I'm gonna use the scuttling charges that I still embedded in the hull to do that. I've already handled the ones on this level, but I haven't gone down below yet. We need to activate the charges below the waterline if we're going to bring the sucker down. And so that's where you're heading next? Downward? Not quite. On the account of the trap, I don't know how to get past it yet. She frowns. Minor setback, right? So my next step is to figure that one out. Makes sense to me. Time to go ask some pointed questions then. She nods enthusiastically. Somebody on this level must know how to get past that thing. I put money on Cadmus knowing we could find them. He was always more of a mechanic than he was a shaman. Let's go. So I'm guessing we're not supposed to go through that door. Off limits for the notice. Well, we did unlock this door here, so let's go through this one. What's here? What the heck is here? The doors haven't even been reinforced and barricaded. You take a bulldozer to open. Local inhabitant. What's going on? The woman standing guard nods in acknowledgement. Strangers, you picked up a bad time to visit. Yeah, it's a bad habit of mine. Are you guarding the room against the rats? Yes, she has the weapon, her eyes glued to the door. The rats, and the thing that's controlling them. I've never seen them myself, but I've heard stories. If you want to talk to someone, talk to the dwarf. I'm busy. Oh, well, he's dead. She has her weapon, her eyes glued to the door. I need to keep my eyes open for more of those little bastards. Can't let them any more of them sneak in here. Not after what happened to Simon. Best of luck. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Oh wait, you're the dwarf. Oh, this must be the quarantine area. A stocky dwarf leans against the wall of the container room. His skin is sallow and hangs off his bulky frame like a half-deflated balloon. He saw plenty of sick people in the Baron's attics. BTL heads. People whose immune systems have been ravaged by disease. This guy looks worse. The dwarf's milky eyes track you as you approach. A wave of recognition washes over his face, but his movements remain lethargic. Eventually he manages to slur out a few words. Go back after all this time. Yeah, I'm sorry it's taken so long. Gobet stares at the dwarf wide-eyed. It's good to see you again, Cad. Gobet, tell me about you. How are you feeling? Perfect. Thanks for asking. He struggles to contain a burst of coughing. I mean, I'm dying, and my home has gone to shit. I'm probably gonna sink into the bay, but otherwise I'm great. With a visible effort, he shifts the focus on Gobet. Welcome on, girl. Been a long time. She swallows. Cadmus. Aye. Save it. I'm not mad. He squeezes his eyes shut. Mostly just happy to hear your voice again. It's good to have a friend. Are you sick? He grins between his sunken eyes and hollow cheeks. The end result is ghastly. Ill? I would say so. Deathly ill. But this is a real bitch. Even a neutered strain like this one can really knock you on your ass. You'll be okay, Cat. You're a dwarf and a shaman. There's 2 big points in your favor. You're gonna walk this off. You'll see. Spare me the pep talk. I'm too tired to walk. He coughs into his sleeve. Cat. Save it. I know what my chances look like, and they ain't good. I've seen a lot of our friends loaded onto these carts, I bet. They all went out in garbage bags. Anyway, he rolls his mouth into a friendly smile. Let's talk about something else, sir. All this doom and gloom is getting to me. What's going on here? Bad things. A lot of people died. Something's gone rotten in this raft, I bet. You know what I mean. Toxic. Yeah, I can feel it too. I could feel it all the way back home. The throat moves, but it takes a moment for her voice to catch up. Cadmus, where are our friends? What happened to Yasmin and Anson and Malvina? Anson's dead. He never even made it to the sick room. He just disappeared. I don't know where he went. He slips his finger downward at the floor. Yasmin's still with us. Small favors, right? But the fight had gotten out of her. She's content to do what she's told and tremble. Malvina ain't Malvina anymore. What is she? I don't know what it is. It's definitely toxic, but as for what it is, his voice trails off. Cadmus stares up at Gobet helplessly. Malvina went off the rails before. Oh wait, you're the rat shaman that was supposedly stronger than. How's it feel to be the only one streaming this game? Kinda cool? Well, I guess, maybe. I don't know if that's a good thing. But, I've been wanting to try out this game, so here I am. And, well, taking a sort of a unique approach to this game. Because, I'm playing it like it's a one-player D&D campaign where I make my own character and come up with a personality they associate with, and every story decision I make will be based off what they think in their minds that I've designed for them. Anyway, Malvina went off the rails because of that damn bauble that I gave her. That's what happened, isn't it? It ain't her, Gilbert. Something else. He chuckles to contain another cough. Eventually it passes. But yeah, that shiny red egg that you and Soy lifted is cause of it, I think. The ugliness was already inside of her, but that thing brought it out. She squeezes her eyes shut, balls her hands to fists. Shit. It isn't your fault, Gilbert. You have to give her that thing to stop the mutiny. I know, Seattle. I did what I had to do, no regrets, but I'm pretty fucking angry about what happened afterward. You and me, both, kid. I'm angry as I've ever been, and twice as frightened. His chest heaves as a deep, bronchial cough racks his body with a grimace of distaste as he spits out a wad of bloody phlegm. You haven't seen what happened to Malvina, what she's become. You need rest. We need to put this on hold then. He raises his hand, cutting her short. Got no time to rest, and you need to hear this, what we're up against. You ever heard of a rat king? It's an old folklore thing. But your rats all fused together, their tails are wrapped and twisted into a great big knot. That's what Mal has become. I don't know how many different spirits she's tied her essence to, but the last time I opened my third eye to her, I couldn't see where they ended, and she began. What's that even mean? I never heard of. It means that she ain't human anymore, girl. Her aura is bound to other things. Alien things. All tangled and twisted and grown together. They're all one being now. A rat king. It talks like Malvina, but it ain't her anymore. Is she possessed? No, best I can tell, she invited this, welcomes it. Malvina and the things she's tied to are all one being now. A collective, and to listen to them talk. They're like it that way. Another long, wet cough interrupts his speech. He wipes his mouth with the back of his hand. The talisman that the Rat King is holding, the shiny object, do you know how it works? Nah, I tried sensing it once. The only thing that I took away from the experience was a migraine. Felt like there was railroad spikes buried behind my eyes for days. All I can tell for you that it's for certain that it still works. As long as the Rat King is connected to that thing, you can't hurt it. Any holes that you put into its body will close up on their own. So what do you expect it to do against that? If the bubble makes that thing unkillable, then you need to find a way to get that bubble away from it. Gobad managed to do that during the Sui's rebellion. I bet she could do it again. Did you try finding this Rat King? Yeah, I had enough. A lot of us had, so we all took a page from old Sui's book. He offers you a sickly grin. We mutinied. He gestures at the writhing bones at the cots of the sick room. This is what is left of our side. Been locked in here for 5 days now, waiting for Vitus to finish the job. The rest of us got fed to the rats. It seems to have gone very well. The half-smile on his face evaporates. No, it didn't. Truth is, we weren't prepared for how many of those bastard rats Melvina had bred, and we weren't expecting our shipmates to fight on our behalf. Why would the others stop you from taking the ship back? That doesn't make sense. What do you think, Gil? Fear. Fear of death? Fear of being gnawed apart by 100 vermin? Fear of that thing? So you're saying that the people here aren't brainwashed, they're just afraid? Scared shitless is a better way of putting it, and I can't blame him. If anything, we're just the crazy ones for trying to fight that thing. If the Rat King soldiers only serve it because they're afraid, then maybe we can turn them away from it. Good dude, they might rally around someone they know, maybe someone who lived with and fought years ago. You guys go back. That was a sold hint, Joe. I got a better idea. We're gonna get you and your people onto lifeboats, and then we're sending this route to the bottom of the bay, and the Red King is going with it. You can't beat that. This is our home. You got nowhere else to go, Gobet. I'm not gonna let that thing force us to put this raft to the torch. You've already tried it your way. Look what happened. Isabel steps in. Maybe it's good that you leave this place. I've lived in a place like this before. I've seen what it can do to people. She grew up in the walled city, Cat, and she knows what we've got to look forward to if you sink this raft. Because sure as hell we can't afford to live anyone else. He cranes his neck off to look at Gobet. Fleeting desperation burns in his eyes. Gobet, listen. It isn't too late for the sinking ship. We can still turn this thing around. My mutiny failed because the Rat King knew things that we didn't. Yours can succeed if you'll try. She shakes her head obstinately. My gut's saying that we should sink this raft. It said that from the moment I arrived here. That's what the rat wants me to do. So that's what I'm gonna do. Damn. Would Kronos sink the ship, or would he try to retake it back? Yeah, I don't think Kronos would agree with sinking the ship, because, again, the dwarf's right. They don't exactly have anywhere else to go, and sinking their only home's gonna have a lot of negative implications for the future. And besides, all you have to do is just find a way to get rid of that shiny object, and then things will be all good, and also exterminate the person who's using it. Because apparently they don't seem to be as human as they once were. So, yeah. Gobet, Cadmus might be right. If we could drum up enough support, I think we could retake the ship. Sinking ship. Her eyes narrow. Have you forgotten the first lesson I taught you, Seattle? Always go with your gut. And my gut says... Spares the lecture, Gobet. Cadmus is right. And you're going off half-cocked again. Truth is, we can save this raft if you want to. If you don't, tell someone to sink it. Look, Gobet. Things have changed since you decided to sink this raft. You can see that, right? She sets her jaw. She draws a deep breath and then slowly releases it. Alright, Cad. You're sure they can keep up your end, but I'd be willing to help you with your mutiny. But if your crew will fuck it up, I'm sinking this thing. Got it? Yeah, and thanks for your help. We can do this. It remains to be seen. He waves her on. Go on, get moving and convince as many people as you can to help us when the time comes. Whoever you don't bring around to our side is going to fight against us, so be thorough about it. When you're ready for us to make our move, trigger the ship or the alarm system, 2 blasts, then we'll start kicking in doors. Alright, Tad, 2 blasts starts the mutiny, but if we sound the alarm once and leave it, you get your people out of hell off this raft, got it? 1 blast means you're sinking the raft. You do that, and I'm kicking your bony ass from here to Macau, but yeah, I hear you. Another long wet cough racks his body. You all of that, stranger? You know what you're supposed to do? You convince people to join you, then trigger the alarm. 1 blast means we're sinking the raft, 2 means we're good, that the mutiny is on. Got it. Good, thanks. And you bet? Thank you. Does mean good to know that you're with us on this. It's not to have you on our side, stranger. When the mutiny comes, you count me in. I nod. Hey, Sparrow. Thanks again for your help. I would have bled out if you hadn't come along. We're taking another run at the Rat King, and you're gonna help us kill it this time. We could use your help. I want to help, but I can't do much without supplies. She looks as if considering. I'll make you a deal. If you hook me up with some medical supplies, I'll join your mutiny. Yeah, take it. She gratefully accepts the supplies that you offer. Deal's a deal. I have a debt to repay. And when you make your move on the Rat King, I'll be there to help. Good. Head to the quarantine area and meet up with Cadmus. He'll tell you what to do. I have a few things to take care of here first, but I will. You got my word on that. That's 1 for the cause. Now 2 for the cause, hopefully. Gobet, you're back. Hello, Yasmin. It's good to see you again. Oh, that's Yasmin? Yeah, you too. Where the hell have you been all these years? On a different boat, funnily enough. Yes, I'm a little out of the loop what's happening here. Could you do me a solid and fill us in? Yeah, we're not supposed to tell you that, but I'll tell you what I know. We're taking back the ship, Yasmin. We need your help. Her eyes go wide. Another mutiny? No, not me. Go to someone else. I saw what happened last time. Last time you didn't have me here. We're gonna kill this monster that stole Malvina's voice, yes. You have my word on that. She stares at Gobet, long and hard. Finally, she acquiesces with a nod. Alright, go, Gobet. I'm in. I'm terrified, but I'm in. Her voice breaks, but she continues on. I'm no fighter, you know that, but I keep the ship afloat. That's about it, but I'll do what I can to help. You'll be okay, Yasmin. I promise. Circle up with your brother. I'm sending everyone we can to convince to help meet up with him in the sick room. He'll tell you what to do from here. It's another 1 to the cause. Oh. Hello. You again. He lets out a low grunt. What you need? We're taking the raft back from the Rat King, and we need all the help we can get. Can we count on you? Chuckles. You're all fools. The last 2 mutinies failed, and yours will too. Even if you did have a chance, it was Cadmus and his boys that did this to me. You think you're gonna cozy up with them? Sorry that they hurt you, but like you said, you got caught in a crossfire. People get hurt in those situations. It happens. Cadmus would never intentionally harm you. The Rat King, on the other hand... I said, no, I'm not pulling my neck out for anybody. I want to write this thing out. That's all there to it. If you help us, I can make it worth your while. I have connections back in Kowloon. You have a hard hearing? I said no. I'm not laying about my life on the line for you or for Cadmus or for anyone else. Is there anything I can say that can change your mind? No. Now leave me alone. Did the Rat King's people do that to you? No, I got caught in the crossfire. If I don't know about that, hold my own. This be down good with the blade. Paid pretty penny to have a custom forge for me even. That blade was a lovely thing. Useful in and out of fights. Of a fight, I always liked that. It wasn't just a weapon. It was a tool as well. And what happened to this blade of yours? Taken. Taken, lost, I don't know. Damn it, I'm one off from melee. Wait, what? He pulls a balisong knife from his back pocket. Extends. Wait, what? I thought I have enough. Or am I like... What? Oh, I'm only 1 point off. Oh, I hate these situations like that. Any idea where it went? No, and even if I did, I'd tell a stranger where to find it. That blade was my most prized possession. If anyone's gonna find it, it's gonna be me. What's your name? My name? Ivan Fu. That's all? Can I go? Damn it! I was 1 point off from my melee weapons. I was busy min-maxing my other attribute points because I've been noticing that, yeah, I'm hitting a lot of stat barriers as of late. Anyway, local inhabitant. The guard turns to face you. You're back. Why? The Rat King has ruled here long enough. We're taking it down. We could use your help. Carrasco, what? You get yourselves killed even talking like that. You got me killed with you. Get the hell out of here right now. I won't take another part in that damn mutiny. Think. How does that help you for the Rat King to stay in control? I warned you not to talk. She shrieks and bull rushes you. God damn it. Ow. Great. Okay, y'all. First, heal Crow. Oh. God damn line of. Oh, no. I hate that. Line of sight problems suck. There we go. Heal. And shoot her. There we go. Great. What the? What was that? Well, great. I got like a few people with me. Damn it. I was 1 point off. I hate it when I hit barriers like that. This is why I was raising up my other stats so I can avoid these in the future. Especially with stuff that I'm good at, like strength and body. Oh my god, that's annoying. I find that to be very annoying. Find Malvina, organize a mutiny, sink the sculling ship. Back, you need something? There's a trap room at the end of the hall. Know anything about that? Yeah, me and my crew built the thing. Let me guess, Malvina's orders. He nods. First thing she asked us to do after Sway's little rebellion. We had to start work on our thing on the week after you left. Yasmin was in charge of the project. Can you tell us how to get past it? No, he tossed wetly into his sleeve. No, but Yas can. She should be somewhere on this level. We'll find her and tell her I sent you. We will. Thanks, Cat. He dabs a speck of his blood from his lips. No mention. When did all this start? Must have been sometime after Gobet left. Nah, not long. Maybe a week or so. We didn't see it at the time, but it was happening. I'd stake my life on it. I don't get this. Everything was fine when I left the raft. I mean, the vibe here had changed, but Malvina was still Malvina. If anything, she was even stronger than the woman I know. Yeah, she's strong, right? Strong and mean. It started small. A couple of months after Sway's mutiny, Malvina started proposing new rules. She said that she was cracking down on infractions. Keeping order to keep us safe, but over time, those rules started piling up, and gradually, the punishment started getting worse. Do you think that the shiny object corrupted her somehow? Nah, I think it gave her power, and she corrupted herself. No judgment, though. I think that in her place, a lot of us would do the same. That's what I mean when I say that she had it in her all along. I think she's already been afraid, and she had been always used to the rules to protect herself. The trinket took that fear and focused it like a lens and opened that door to what she's become. He pauses, checks himself. She? I don't think Malvina can even be described as she anymore. It is really a they. Our friend is dead, or changed so much that she might as well be. And the things that we're wearing, her skin, don't belong to this world. We should go. Hang in there, man. Ain't going nowhere. Be safe, he grunts. Where is that alarm? I'm guessing that's supposed to be ahead of us, because I don't see an alarm anywhere else. The air is thicker in here. Accurate. The stench clings to your tongue, sticks to the back of your throat. It smells like a damp cardboard and stale urine. Gobet surveys the room warily, her nose crinkling in disgust. Well, that's foul. Don't go any further in this room, either of you. We don't know how to disarm the trap yet. Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's talk to Yasmin. Yasmin, what's going on? Go back, you're back. Cadmus says you were in charge of the building and the trap at the end of the hall. Yeah, that was me. I didn't want to build the thing, but I did to help Malvina. To keep us safe. I've regretted it ever since. We could really use your help, yes. We need to get below decks, and we need to do it in one piece. Can you help us get past the trap you built? I think so. It's been a long time, but I think what why you need to help disarm the thing. She fumbles at a nearby table, grabs a napkin, then she produces a greased pencil from her breast pocket and begins to draw. There's a hidden access panel in the floor. You never find it if you didn't know where to look. You snip these wires here, and then the one to bypass the circuit. She scribbles on the napkin with her steady hand, and then flips this lever. And once you're done, the trapdoor will trigger and you won't get dumped into the killing pit. Killing pit? She passes the napkin to Gilbert. It's pretty much what you expect. She snatches the napkin from Yasmin's hand. Thanks, Yas. Don't know how badly we need this. Thank you, yes. Cadmus sent you to me after all. She smiles weakly. Best of luck. I'll leave you to your work. Yeah, thanks. And be careful out there. And I guess I should find this guy who loiters around, because apparently because he's also a guy I could potentially recruit, I think. Hello, Mercurio. We're taking the sinking ship back from the Rat King. Will you help us? He shakes his head sadly. I'm afraid not. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Oh my god, if you don't get your scrawny ass in fight, I'll snap you in half like a twig. How does that sound? He stares at you, then his smile vanishes. Fair, that sounds fair. Please don't hurt me. That was satisfying. She stares a little down. When the fighting starts, you take your side. Got it? Yes, of course. You can count on me. Oh, sweet. Well, we got a mute. Well, we got it. Guess all we have to do is, well, get to the alarm and find out what the bloody hell it is. Trap mechanism. Following the grease pencil diagram, you locate a hunk of metal flooring with a slight raised edge. Hooking your fingers under it, you lift to reveal a hidden access panel. That's a good sign. Follows Yasmin's instructions to disarm the trap. The instructions are surprisingly easy to follow. 3 steps with your pocket knife and rewired connection later, a floor-spanning trapdoor has been disarmed. That was easy. She beams at you. Go on, Seattle. You take the lead. You've earned it. Don't mind if I do. Let's start this mutiny. I kick the door open. Ugh! Stepping into the room like walling into the killing floor of a slaughterhouse, there isn't much of an inch of ground that isn't caked with spilled blood. The stench that floods your nostrils is as overpowering as it is vile. Its stench is brought from the beef and stale vomit, of warm blood poured into a chemical toilet and left out in the sun to cook. The buzzing of flies in your ears helps you bring back to your senses. Blinking at the light, you see the stacks of moldering trash piled nearly to the ceiling. The piles of dead bodies are stacked nearly as high. Focus on the bodies. None of these bodies died cleanly, not a one. In one way or another, each carcass has been ripped apart. Some have been riddled with bullets, others have been sliced open with blades or shredded like chisel-like teeth. At the end result, it is always the same. A fresh corpse, its eyes frozen open in agony and surprise. Gilbert's jaw drops in horror. Her eyes move slowly from atrocity to atrocity, her cheeks draining of color. Beatrice, no, not Simon. Oh, rat, no, this. Gilbert gasps for a way to finish her thought. She doesn't find one. I'm sorry, Gilbert. I know these people were friends. A lot of them were. Some I didn't know. Her eyes remain locked on the nearest pile of corpses. We all deserve better than this. The Rat King is supposed to be down on this level. That means we're heading the right direction. After seeing this, I don't think this raft is worth saving. We should go back to my original plan, Seattle. Let's set this thing to the bottom, and that's where it belongs. We can't do that, Gilbert. We've already told Camus we're going to help him. He's getting the other mutineers ready to fight, not to evacuate. If we sink this thing now, they might not even make it off the boat. Well, I tell them that we've changed our minds using the alarm system. Using the alarm system, they'll make it out, trust me. We made a promise, Gilbert. I think we should keep it. She sighs. I think it's a stupid idea, Seattle, but if you really want to do this, then I hope you get it done. At least the way I'll get to look the Rat King in the eyes when I kill it. Damn right. If we're going to do this, we need to find Malvina's old cabin. It should be west of here. Got it. I'll have to get the shiny object away from the king if we want to kill it. That's probably going to be tricky. I don't think that she'll let me saunter up and take it. We do tricky things every day. We can handle this too. Of course we can. She rolls her shoulders, exhales heavily. Alright, let's do this. Scuttling charge. The scuttling charge is old, very old. The case is cracked and leaking, and you can see the exposed wires underneath. A large red toggle switch serves as a safety. It is currently set to arm. Step away. I'm not setting that off. I'm not blowing up the ship. Oh, rats. They're still coming. Go back. Hit me with that haste. Oh, and probably shoot that rat here too. Oh, there's another one there? I didn't even see it. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Oh, fire. Fire again. Fire again. It's dead. Alright, switch to my sword. Go for just a regular shot. Kia! Alright, AP's. Alright, you're stunned. Stab it again. It's dead. Get a gun out. Fire. Go bet. Fire. It's dead. Alright. Let's shoot the nearby doors. Pick up. Shamanistic Salve. The spell magically repairs salve that heals 7 base HP and okay. Right. We're not setting off the charges because we're not blowing up the ship. This door is heavy. It could easily be barred to prevent outside intrusion, but instead it stands ajar, almost as if it's inviting you in. That's Malvina's old cabin. The seat of power for the sinking ship. That's what the Rat King is going to be. Once we go in there, we're going to be in this. There's no changing our minds after we pick a fight with that thing. What do you say, Steel Samurai? Are we doing this or not? Not yet. Not yet. We've already killed off the Rat King's guard. No? We finished exploring the place, getting more intel of the place. And all sorts. Oh. Oh, that's a charge. No. Not gonna blow up the ship. An old relay switch box hangs up the wall. The plastic exterior of the case is broken in numerous places, and a jumble of wires spill out of the cracks. It must be the shipboard alert system, or what's left of us. Your eyes drawn to a large lever marked alarm. Pull the lever twice to signal canvas that should start the mutiny. The alarm system blares once, then twice. The sound is ear-splitting. Moments later, the sound of gunshots filters down from the room. Well, I've recruited all I can get. Except the guy who is a blade master. Because I was literally 1 point away from getting my melee weapons in. From convincing this guy to find his blade, but unfortunately... I hate it when I have these barriers, when I'm just blocked out by like 1 stat point. It's really annoying. It really is. Anyway, let's take out this sucker. Oh my goodness. The thing that looms over you is horrifying. A twisted amalgamation of woman and swarm, knotted and tied together into a single whole. Oh my goodness. Go back. The creature's voice is unnerving. 1,000 rumbling voices, all interwoven and laid on top of Malvina's crisp, cultured speech. You have returned to us, little mouse. You, the instigator of our own ascendancy. The Rat King shifts to his gaze to a nearby altar, a gleaming red stone that had been ensconced within. The keystone is the source of our unity. The font of power that makes us strong. You'll give to us, little mouse. You gave us what we need to bring our raft to order. Gobet's nose crinkles in revulsion. On her shoulders, madness and follies chitter and shriek. Save me the speech, Malvina. Or wherever you are, I'm not here to talk. Your new body isn't doing you any favors, by the way. You look like a furry tree stump. The creature leans forward into the light. A fine-featured face with high cheekbones and piercing eyes stares down at you. The carpet of living vermin that bury the rest of Malvina's head and neck struggle and shriek. Our new body is beauty itself, unity of biology, and unity of purpose. Malvina, what happened to you? We are not Malvina. We are one bound together for all time. The thing's voice grows to a roar, and you hear other sounds folded into it. The cacophonous gibbering, a babbling of things gone mad. We are the order out of chaos, the death of entropy, a glorious unity. Oh, fuck this. She pulls the slide of her weapon. We're here to kill this thing, not let it talk us to death. Damn right. You hear the skulls of metal. You hear the, oh my goodness. Oof. Well, I was supposed to... Oh shit. Where's the core? Wait, does she have it on them? Do they have it on them? Okay. First off, behind here. Haste Kronos. Isabel, get the bloody cover. Is there no cover? Okay, there's cover. Okay. Move here. Get that grenade launcher and fire. Well, I'm going to throw another grenade. Oh my god. The Rat King coils, but only for a moment. A strange energy washes over it, bathing the body in indigo light. Oh my god. What is that? Noxious breath. Good thing I'm hasted. What the hell are these things? Mutated rats, no doubt. Heal him. Is that the shiny object? Oh shit. Kronos, you know what to do. Actually, wait, where's the shiny object? What? Oh, she has to grab it. Ah, shit. Well, grab it. The Rat King shrieks as Gobet lifts the shiny object in her hands. In its voice, you can hear echoes of 1,000 inhuman beings. This is interesting. She hugs the shiny object to her chest, her bare hands caressing the stone. I can feel Melvina's control over the rats. It's like 1,000 strings connected to her, connecting her to them, and it feels like one of the Rat King's servitors shutters in place. Slowly, seemingly against its own will, it lifts its head to stare at you. I can tug at those strings. Malvina's cultured voice is overtaken by the inhuman wars of other things that share her body. We will rend you all to pieces, tear your flesh to shreds. Gobet dances back, cradling the shiny object like a newborn baby. She begins to laugh. Buy me a little time, Seattle. I'm getting used to this thing, but if you give me a minute or two, these demon rats will be mine. I can do that. Well, Isabel? Blow him up. Light him up. Oh. Enormous chittering noises fills the air. Light him up. Ah, screw it, I'm just gonna cut him with the sword. Oh, I'm out of range. Okay, never mind then. Oh, wait. Wrong button. There we go. I missed. Okay, I'm not gonna shoot a grenade at her. Alright, we're all dead. Guess I overwatch. Oh no. Oh shit. That's not good. Okay, we need to move in. Okay, they're gonna beat her up. Hey Malvina, I got something to yours. Ah, nice. Good timing. Gonna haste Kronos. I'm ready to light him up. Fire! Deadeye. Time to light him up. The Rat King's body shudders and convulses as you watch. The living carpet of devil rats forms. The majority of its bulk begins to writhe. Malvina opens her mouth to speak, but you'll never know what she's going to say. Only the sound that escapes from her throat is a long, ragged scream. With a dawning horror, you come to realize what you're looking at. The devil rats that surround Malvina are turned inward. She is being eaten alive. Obet stares, dead-eyed, at her former friend as the swarm that is bound to her rips her body apart. Black blood pours in the rivers to the aluminum-lined floor. Come on, Obet, let's get the hell out of here. If you want, you go if you want to. I'm watching this. I owe Malvina that much. The ghastly feast unfolding before you continues long after Malvina's screams and have died away. Finally satisfied, Gobet nods to you. This raft is ours. It's over. Her PDA buzzes. She glances down at it. And the screen so that you can see. Cadmus's grim visage fills the screen. I don't know what you just did, but whatever it was, it worked. Those rat things turned on Malvina's loyalists. He wheezes into his mask, gulping in impurified air. And when they got done eating them, they started eating each other. Gobet stares down at the shiny object as she holds clutched in her hands. Yeah, I know. I told them. Right after I did the same to the Rat King. Malvina's dead, Cad. You did good, Gobet. You and your friends. We won. Come on, topside. The celebration is in order. She shakes her head. No, Cat. No celebrations and no milling around. You can keep this place. I'm done with it. Too many bad memories. Besides, all of that. You got one hell of a mess on your hands. I'll be damned if I'm gonna help clean it up. You've always helped clean us up. Us clean up, Gobet? We'll always owe you for that. Yeah, well, let's not make a big thing out of it. Goodbye, Chad, and good luck. She flicks the PDA off. The screen goes dark. Captain Jomo is still waiting for us outside. Ready to go home? Beyond ready. She passes aside. She's a shining object from one hand to the other, scowling. And this stupid thing is taking one trip to the bottom of the bay. Yeah, good call. Come on, Sal, let's go home. Nah, Kronos would not keep it for power, because he's seen what it did to Malvina, and he does not want to sell it, because that would just cause another problem somewhere else that would not be good. And he'd rather not have that responsibility on his hands for the deaths of many people, because of an artifact that he wanted to sell for money. So yeah. Captain Jomo's speedboat carries you away from the sinking ship, now liberated from the tyranny of the Rat King once and for all. The shiny object rests with Malvina's bones at the bottom of the home bay. Gilbert stares back at the raft as it recedes into the distance. Her expression is at once happy and sad. Isabel takes her hand, and together they turn away. Joy grows closer. You're going home. Rest in peace, Malvina. Barely knew ya. To be honest, I'm just thinking maybe... I'm just thinking if we did find that guy's blade, we would have gotten like a special sword or something. That would have been helpful, but oh well. Really sucks too. Ugh. Wait, no. Close combat to 7. Because, yeah, I need that sword. Let's save it. And I guess time to level up. 6th level. Haste. Go back. Formula's a new version of the haste spell that harnesses the latent wild magic ways to face the friendly target by 1 for 4 rounds. When its damage is increased by the 50. Oh, nice. I'll take that one. Sabotage, open weapons. May launch enough strips 1 hour with every shot. Yes, please. Lethal force, using the shell massive magnet arm. Yeah, I like to counter those guys. Billy, Ares heavy laser, or manager. Gain the ability rip and tear. So I'm guessing that's melee, that's range. Yeah, there we go. And I guess that's all of them maxed out. Well, time to have a chat with the crew. And any new messages? No? Okay. No jobs. No new messages. So, looks like we're actually drawing ourselves at an end here. How are you doing, Raptor? Welcome back. Okay, I'm just saying. Well, okay, that's all the dialogue options, I guess. Duncan? Well, I'm guessing I've already exhausted all the dialogue options for the entire game. My guess, that is. Steel Samurai, you back? Need something? Any thoughts about the last run? You know what drives me crazy about Gobet? She does shit like this all the time. She doesn't think about anything. Not about the risk she takes, the consequences of her actions, or how her behavior can hurt her friends. She just jumps in head first to do into whatever crazy scheme she's got on her head, and damned everyone else. Maybe after this she's finally learned her lesson. I have to say, I didn't expect to get off the sinking ship without blowing it apart. My money was on setting fire to the whole contraption and letting it burn, but you really pulled out all the stops. I can't believe we had to face down some kind of rat demon god thing, but we did. I'm sure there's a lesson somewhere, but I'll be damned if I know what that is. Anything else you want to know? Gotta go. Gotta check in on Gobet after all this. Stepping into Gobet's cabin, you'll find her crouching on the floor. She appears to be midway through a valiant struggle against an enormous pastry. Her cheeks bulge out like a chipmunk's, and wispy threads of pork floss hanging from her crumb-speckled lips. She glances up to you, and her eyes wide with alarm. She Her jaw works to manage the enormous quantity of crispy dough in her mouth, but she doesn't seem to be making much headway. You know, between the two of you, my money's on the pastry. She struggles to move her jaw, but her mouth is stuffed too full for her to make much headway. She gestures feebly towards a pitcher of water on the ground near your feet. I hand her the pitcher. She tilts back the pitcher and sucks down the contents. As the water pours into her mouth, she's slowly able to work through the food stored in her cheeks. Finally, she lowers the water pitcher, coughing. Okay, yeah, note to self. Tasty terrace on Prince Edward Road makes them dry. She takes another swig from the pitcher, grimacing. Moist green apple and jelly trotter my ass. That thing was like a dessert made of a pig. Well, you shouldn't have tried to cram the entire thing into your mouth at once. I was challenging myself for science, and it wasn't the whole pastry, it's just half of one. She lifts the remaining pastry for your inspection. The pork floss that coats its exterior looks almost festive. It's more of a reminiscence of a Belge curly tinsel than it is food. You want the rest? Fine, I'll take it. She blinks in surprise. Really? Sure, then it's all yours. Catch. She tosses the remaining pastry to you. It sails through the air, glistening suggestively in the dim cabin light. Catch it. You snatch the flying pork, break out of the air that's surprisingly dense with a hefty, rough equivalent of that of a softball. You raise the pastry to your lips and take a bite. Seconds later, you can feel all the moisture in your mouth evaporate. Gobet wasn't lying. This thing is dry. The flavor is surprisingly palpable, though. She blinks at you in astonishment. Huh, I can't believe you ate that. I'm impressed. If I can get another one of those again, I'm gonna let it sit in a bowl of condensed milk for at least half an hour before I try putting that into my mouth. This might help. I don't know. Reconstitute it, I guess? I don't know. Might work. Anyway, you, probably want to talk about what happened on the raft, huh? Seeing that in your place, I would. Well, yeah. Yeah, it's just science, we can do that. First off, I should thank you. You and Eve came to help me even though I didn't ask you, or you want to. Actually, maybe I should be upset about that, but more important thing is that you did help me. I'm not gonna say that I could have handled it without you, but it would have been really, really nice. You say that again, the situation on that raft was pretty bad. She nods grimly. It was definitely that. On the bright side, we overthrew Malvina and put the raft back in Cat's hands. That feels pretty great, and the shiny object is at the bottom of Hung Hum Bay, lodged in a bank of slit and crab shit. It's pretty much where it belongs. But I've got to admit, something is gnawing at me. Before you and Niche showed up, I was gonna sink the raft. I'd gotten halfway through arming the charges, and I was gonna send the whole sinking ship down in flames, and everyone on it would have died. Gad and Yasmin, all of them. All because I made up my mind early and I didn't want to change it. Kinda makes me think how many times before now I've done what seemed like the right thing, you know? Followed my gut like I taught you without realizing that there was a better option. This whole introspection thing kinda sucks, I gotta say. She looks up at you, scowling. It's much more comforting to just assume all that in my past and my decisions were right. Sure it is. It's intellectually dishonest, but it's definitely comforting. She bites her lower lip. Yeah. You know, Seattle, you aren't helping my mood any. I'm kinda having a tough time over here. She begins to pace, kicking piles of dirty clothes and blankets out of the way. Thrusting her hands into her pockets, she fishes out Amanda's at volley and tosses them down her cot. I don't do this very often. Reflecting is for mirrors, not for devastatingly attractive street shamans. I don't know how you handlers deal with this kind of feeling this way. Well, it's pretty simple. We acknowledge our mistakes and our near misses, and we are up to them. Okay, I pretty much got that step covered. What's next? What comes after this? Well, after you suffer through your embarrassment for a while, you try to learn something from it. Huh. You're always boring, Seattle. And it's complicated. And it comes with way too many bad feelings. She scowls, but yeah, I get it. There's probably some value there. I'm never going to start second guessing everything that I do, though that isn't just me. Maybe you could start second guessing some things when new information presents itself. What a novel concept. Yes, Seattle, I can do that, and I will from now on. Cross my heart. Anyway, things turned out the way that they did. Don't know what they might have if we tried to do something different. But there's one thing that I can say for certain. Things are better in Hung Hom Bay than they were before. We went to the sinking ship. We did some good out there. That's something. Yeah, it is. Well, actually, there are two things I can say for certain. I think Rat is happy that the shiny object is gone. She fishes in her pocket a few seconds and produces a chunk of stone the size of a marble. It appears to be made of the same marble red jade this shiny object was. Check it out, she gave me a present. Where did that come from? From Rat. Like I said, she literally gave it to me. Put it right in my palm of my hand. I had a vision. It had colorful lights, dancing rodents, the works. And when the world came into focus, I was holding this magic marble. She tosses the stone into the air and catches it with her other hand. Neat, huh? I don't know quite how it works yet, but I'm sure it does something. I mean, it has to, right? Rat wouldn't just give me a normal rock. She's a trickster after all. But that'd be just me. So mark my words, next time we're in the field, something magical is gonna happen. I mean, literally magical. It'll be a journey of discovery for the both of us. I'll be looking forward to that. Me and too, and thank you, Seattle. I really mean that. You can fly by my side anytime. So how are you adjusting to the gift that rat or shiny object or whatever it has given you? Her expression brightens. It's good, I mean, probably not like morally good, but I think you can use it. What is it? What can it do? Well, it's kind of like a grenade. When I throw it, it goes boom. Not out here in the real world, but in the astral plane. It's pretty impressive. As for what it actually does, it scares out the shit out of anyone who gets caught in the blast. Makes them act like idiots, run around with their hands in the air, forget about who's shooting at them, and handstand around with their fingers in their ears. Handy, huh? Yeah, it sounds great. I'm just a little iffy about how you got this and why. Don't be, it came from Rat. Be sure that dancing rodents in my vision were a pretty good indicator. She lets the stone roll in the palm of her hand, smiling. Its polished exterior glitters as it moves. So, here's the thing. What I think I'm doing is opening a bunch of temporary cracks in the astral plane. Just little ones. Only wide enough for sounds to pass through. People in the blast radius can hear things on the other side. So let's just say I throw this sucker at someone and it goes up. Boom! All of a sudden, that poor slug can hear things that got into Malvina shrieking in his brain. Sounds unpleasant. Yeah, it's a bad time for them. All the voices at once, yelling and babbling, cursing, doing their own racking thing. It'll drive you nuts, right? That's basically what it does. It drives people mad, makes them work against their own self-interest like a temporary disinsanity in pebble form. As long as you're comfortable using this thing, I'm all for it. How many did Rat give you? That's the best part. After I use one of these and go to bed, I find another one in my hand next morning. I shot it a couple of times now. It keeps happening. Toss, explode, nap, visions of dancing rats, and ta-da! New magic pebble! Using this feels right in a way that the shiny object never did. I think it's Rat's reward for me for taking Malvina down or something. I don't know exactly. Never heard of this happening to anyone before. Anyway, it should help us moving forward. And considering what we're heading up against, I think we could use all the help we can get. So, any thoughts about the last one? Yeah, of course I do. I mean, it was kind of a big deal, you know? We already said pretty much everything there is to be said, though, haven't we? I mean, as long as we didn't go over this already, with important lessons about responsibility and all that. Well, I bet we finally got back on track. So, is there another lesson for me? No, Seattle, no more lessons. You don't need them. You're as much as a runner as I am now. There might even be a thing or two I can learn from you. Oh, that can wait, though. We got this whole situation with the walled city and your foster dad. And gun show. and all that to take care of. It's kind of a mouthful, lots of players involved, tons of intrigue. Honestly, I'm enthralled by the whole thing. Can't wait to see how it turns out. Me either, Gilbert. Guess we'll see how this plays out together. She nods sagely. You're damn right we will. And Seattle? Yeah? The pot on the hot plate. It's always full. I keep a soup going on that thing 24/7. If you ever want any, you're welcome. Just come on in. I love your company. You gotta go, Bet. I'll be here with the bells on. Leave 'em off. Not jingling might skill folly. There was a devil incident at a Christmas pageant once, and well, she gives you a slice smile. She bites. And now, Seattle, if you excuse me, I'm gonna crash out for the night and maybe sleep through tomorrow and get up when the sun goes down. That sounds nice about right now. Yeah, tell me about it. Still smiling, she waves you off with the back of her hand. Scurry along now. Your former mentor needs our rest. Lessons learned. Alright. I think I did it. I maxed out all my companions' conversations. Or except for the one called Daichu, because I killed him. Because I killed him and pretty much gave him no chance of him becoming our companion, so yeah, there's that. But anyway, that will be it for this episode. In the next stream, we shall confront the main plot, where we will try and track down this Dreamland fellow and try to disable this memory wiping implant on the plastic-faced man. So until then, I shall see you in the next stream. Farewell for now.